Look out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially in the live stream, Australian MMA. Mitchell Tinley, I'm your host, joined here by the legendary on the podcast Australian scene, Luke Trahair, host of the Eternal MMA Insiders podcast. Welcome, mate. First, this is official history, being the first ever guest on a live stream Fight Companion watch-along show. Welcome.
Doesn't matter. Have you got me through your headphones?
Yes. How are you? Can you hear me?
I haven't got you very well through the headphones, but if you can hear me, we're off to a bit of a start. But it is good to be here. Let's see if we can adjust a couple of things here.
How's this for you?
Well, I haven't got you coming through the mic yet, so let's try. Let's give that a test.
All right, how's this?
Try again.
Test 2, 1, 2.
Nah, she's not coming through. But you can hear me all right, yeah?
Yeah, let me fiddle with you. This is live stream. I want you
Let's
to
fiddle. We got 5 minutes.
The mic's great. They can still keep working with you.
We can do that. So we can hold it down for a few minutes until we kick off.
We're doing well. Here's your heads. Here's your heads. This is live podcast.
There's a lot of moving components here to this game.
I love that.
I don't think everyone appreciates all the running wires and everything that's running around. People just see, they just see the banner here, they just see the headphones, and they just see the mic.
Look, if you don't plug insiders at least 5 times, I'm disappointed.
I've already done it 4 times.
Yeah, we've plugged it like 5 times.
Really?
Yeah, Eternal MMA Insiders podcast.
Mitch, have you told them how you were crying today?
Yeah, we will get to how I was crying very, very soon. We did a hot wings challenge.
Which one's my left and
this
right?
one? What if we do that? Did that work?
Hello?
Yeah?
No, I'm not getting you coming through.
All right, you can have these ones.
Let's try that.
All right. That's how good a host I am.
Ooh.
I like to sort of get on top of this sort of stuff. Yes, no. So for anyone joining us today, we got about 3 minutes 40 before we kick off the Eternal MMA 90 prelims. Now you want to head to www.eternalmma.com, I believe. All you do is basically subscribe your email, put your email in, and you'll get access to the prelims, which is look, in this day and age, pretty decent. Like when you talk about like free fights, it's pretty good, isn't it, Luke?
It's incredible. I mean, free fights every time, and I mean, the level of Eternal MMA is just coming up, especially with the prelims, like right from the opening fights. I think I was doing a podcast the other day with Matt Bones Williams, and we said the fights are just getting better. Like the level of Australian MMA from the opening bell right through to the main card is just coming up every single time. So this is not just a matter of tuning in for UFC Fight Pass. Like, get on these prelims. I will guarantee I'll make a call here. The first fight of the night will end in a finish. I'm calling it right now because it happens almost every single time. The prelims are not to be missed.
Oh, yeah?
I'm very excited. Oh, yeah, man.
And what gives you that indication?
I don't know. I just think like every time that I've tuned into the prelims, like the first fight has just always been a certified banger, man. Like,
yeah, it's a good point. Now, if you've never seen Eternal MMA prelim fights before or anything, head on over to YouTube. If you have no idea kind of what it is, maybe you're new to the product completely, go check it out. They're, like you said, they're always banger fights. So yeah, just subscribe on the website and you'll be able to watch that. At the end of the prelims, you will have to have a UFC Fight Pass. It's about $10, $11, and then you can watch Eternal MMA 90 headlined by the returning Brenton Mumford and the smiling assassin David Martinez in a bit of a rematch. There's a whole bunch of storylines going on there. Lukey, you got the fight card up, yeah?
I do have the fight card here because I'm just trying to give myself a bit of the refresher. We've got 2 cards back to back, across 2 nights, and you're trying to get the fights mixed up as far as who's fighting tonight, who's fighting the next night. Just like to make sure, man. So, we've got to make sure we're on top of the game here.
And look, I'm going to keep fiddling with these headphones and these whatnot, try and get them all working.
You're still not getting me come through?
Nah, do a little run through though of just the card in general. The kind of, once again, head on over to Eternal MMA, subscribe your email, and you can watch the fights along. You've got about 90 seconds, just under 90 seconds before we go, and then we'll basically talk. There's about a 20-second delay. You can watch it with us. I'll count down the round, and we're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
We are going to have a lot of fun tonight. tonight. I mean, what an absolute banger of a card it is. Like I said, the prelims are always certified bangers right from start to finish. Nathan Zabala versus Jay Ione in the opening of that fight. Now, I don't even know about these boys as far as, like, you know, their skills or anything like that, but like I said, I'm calling this one to be a finish. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's always fireworks here at Eternal for the prelim fights. But I mean, main card, like you said, Brenton Mumford, you know, against David Martinez, Odin Muscat, Jospeh Larcinese. I mean, like, just a couple of fights.
I mean, going back to that, I mean, if you, once again, Eternal MMA on Instagram or Australian MMA, of course, is just a nice little situation where they've allowed me to be here. We're not connected, although you're an Eternal boy yourself. The reason why I bring it up is head on over to the socials and you can see just kind of how rowdy it got at the weigh-ins. And it was a little, got a little chippy, didn't it?
I mean, you were there. Like,
it was just,
going on?
I don't know, there was like some bumping past and some, like, I think feelings get sort of escalated a little bit.
I mean, it was a little bit compared to the last card we had. I mean, that was a bit.
Were you here when the weigh-in fight happened with Jean Alexander and I think it was ATT, Australian top team?
No.
As ladies and
you
gentlemen,
witnessed this.
We are kicking off the prelims.
Oh, here we go, baby.
Right now, like I said, Eternal MMA. Ooh. Subscribe with your email. If you want to check out some free fights, and you can just chuck us on in the background. We can kind of give you a little insight, and you won't feel like you're watching the fights all by yourself. Look, this is always interesting with prelims as well. As like, I'm not going to pretend to be any expert in these prelim fighters. I just like to see kind of what's happening, what's coming. But I don't know much about these guys. Do you?
I mean, most of everything that I delved into as far as when the podcast with Bones Williams was pretty much predicated around the main card, because that's what we talk about. So the prelims, I mean, I kind of just let come to me. But I mean, that's how we find out about these guys, yeah? Like, we get to see them, and we've got the guys like to our left ready to go.
Yeah, talk us through. I mean, you've got your fighters warming up right now, like just as they are about to walk in into the cage at the Southport Sharks in the Gold Coast. I mean, talk the audience through. I mean, what's going on? What's the sort of team? How are they interacting with their fighters?
I mean, it's like a very tense scene, isn't it? It's sort of the thing that not a lot of people get to see behind the scenes in terms of these guys walking out, especially at this level. But, you know, for the fact that they get changed basically underneath the building and they come up the stairs. Mind you, I mean, if you're not on the Gold Coast, humid as hell right now with a little bit of rain. So it's a bit of a contrast in terms of them coming all the way from outside, coming up the stairs and getting ready to sort of go out. But it's really cool to see that kind of scene before the guys walk out. You sort of get to see a bit of like who they are before they sort of get inside the cage. You know, and especially for guys that are making their amateur debuts, like see that kind of like raw, I guess, you know, kind of scene for someone making that walk for the first time. It's a very cool thing. There's lots going on.
And it's very interesting as well, as you can see on the broadcast right now. Like I said, we're about a 20-second delay behind, but I will count it in when we get to the fights. We've got Ben Vickers, who is the co-director of Eternal MMA, breaking down some of his favourite fights as we bring in the other co-director, Cam O'Neill. And in the middle, John Ianello now.
Daddy Ravioli himself.
Yeah, look, he's an interesting cat. I've chatted to him a fair bit, but looks like he's finally getting his opportunity to take the spot when Blake Richardson passed away.
Big shoes to fill. Big shoes to fill. Yeah, we did get a nice little message from Blake Richardson.
Hollywood.
He's over being all Hollywood. He's moved on a little bit. I don't know if it's a permanent type thing, but John Aiello stepping into his shoes. I think he did the last card, didn't he, too?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He's like quality. He actually also did the Wings Challenge, which you'll see on... that'll come out very, very soon. And there's basically like a Hot Wings challenge where we were pitted up against other members of the media or other fighters. UFC fighter Josh Culibao was there. And and they got to kind of, you five questions, you get one wrong, you eat a hot chicken wing. And I think I did pretty well.
I mean, I was thrown into the fire pretty late. I didn't actually get to see you. I saw the aftermath of you like not looking too good. But I mean, I came in. I thought this was a joke, and someone said, "Yeah, you're going up against Matt Bones Williams, and doing a hot wing challenge." And I had to ask him, like, "Are you kidding?" Like, I'm like, yeah, it says right here that you're going in. So I had no preparation for this, but I didn't do much better than you, mate. I'm not a chicken man. I'm not a hot spice man either.
No, I'm very. I threw up everywhere.
How's your tummy?
Yeah, it's not great. Look, honestly, it was It was rough, and anyone that I've ever stitched up in the past in terms of news stories you might not have liked or anything along those lines, let me tell you what, you are getting your karma. It is coming back on me. When you see that video released, it is not a pretty sight.
No, there was, I share those sentiments. The tummy's not feeling fantastic right now. I think it's going to be okay, but I wasn't prepared for this. I probably, I would have liked to have eaten some hot candle wax or something beforehand to line the stomach, if you will.
I didn't get a chance. Hot candle wax?
Yeah, you know The Simpsons.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? At home, you drink some candle wax. And
that's such a deep reference. I like that.
It's not that deep. It's like classic, that's core Simpsons.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
not top quality. That's not top tier Simpsons.
That is 5-star level Simpsons. That is part of the core DNA of Simpsons references right there. Come on.
Yeah, no, I will have to pick that up a little bit. I like this new drone shot, by the way. If you can see the broadcast as we cut.
Oh, I like that shot.
To the great, you're about to see this very, very soon. Tanira Nathan and Matt Bones, who you just mentioned previously, who you went up against in the Wings Challenge. Matty Bones, probably one of the most interesting characters in all of Australian MMA, wouldn't you say?
What a guy. I mean, we did the Eternal Insiders podcast this week, or last week, whatever it was, breaking down Eternal 90 and Eternal 91. First time I'd actually ever talked to Matt Bones Williams, but just the kind of guy that you can just instantly feel like you've known him for pretty much your entire life. The Wing Challenge was the first time we've actually met in person.
Oh, really?
Yeah, haven't met him before, even though we live in the same state. First time talking to him was on the podcast this week, doing the breakdowns, and first time in person. But, I mean, he's just that kind of guy that you feel like you've known him forever. Salt of the earth type dude. I mean, what a commentator too.
And we are just about to get rolling for the first fight of the night. Like I said, prelims, Eternal MMA 90. Hit up the podcast. Yeah, hit up my podcast too while you're there. But hit up Eternal MMA and subscribe with your email, and you'll be able to watch this free as we got Nathan Zabala debut. Now, the reason why I'm a big fan of Nathan Zabala is yesterday, when I didn't know where the weigh-ins were, I was talking to a receptionist, and he came in and he said, excuse me, I know exactly where it is. I know where to go.
Oh, he chaperoned you.
Yeah, simple as that. So
there you go.
Nathan Zabala. But I believe he's got CMBT. I think the guy coming out right now, I could be wrong here, but I swear it was Dylan Andrews and his opponent from...
I was going to say
we might actually have the wrong slide up.
I was going to say the guy that was just here before did not look like...
No, the name, as we can see on the broadcast, name...
He's here now. Look at this.
Yeah, so he's second.
To our left.
He's coming
the
up.
man himself.
Now. Yeah, see, that mixed it around a little bit. Okay.
Now, you're good at pronouncing last names, Mitch, as I've noticed on the podcast before, so help me out here.
Ione. J-Ione.
Jay, you're going to be famous one day, mate, and you're going to point back to this and say, now you know my name, say it properly. So this is just the start when you're an amateur. Who knows?
I often say that, yeah. It's like, you remember the old Khabib Nurmagomedov? No one knew how to say that name. When you become a world champion, doesn't matter how difficult your name is.
Someone always gets it eventually.
Exactly.
That's all right. I mean, I did the Hot Wing Challenge, and I think Robin O'Neill, for all her skills on the mic, introduced me as Luke Trahair. And I mean, to be fair, it's actually not that hard. It's Trahair. T-R-A-H-A-R. Trahair.
The other guy, so we had Joel Rasmussen on, and he was announced as Mitch Rasmussen. So
Mitch Rasmussen.
He would have loved that.
Okay, has he got a brother, Mitch Rasmussen, by any chance? Or is he maybe, who knows?
No idea. Now, as we are going to see Nathan Zabala come out, of course.
Literally Nathan Zabala this time.
Yeah, this time in his debut. Very interesting coming into your debut.
I believe we have Christian Lapham here in his corner there as well, looking all 6'5" of Christian Lapham. Thank you to Nathan for sending me down the river there. Oh, White Lightning.
How good is Christian Lapham going to be?
Oh my God, Christian Lapham's going to be incredible. He's already incredible. Already had a couple of amazing fights. The last fight that he had against the Honey Badger, another absolute banger. Can't wait to see him back in the cage. Good to see him here cage side with his teammates.
I mean, in talking of you being the host of the Eternal MMA Insiders podcast, you're here tonight. You're not really doing a podcast. You're just hanging out, aren't you?
I'm just here. I'm just hanging out. There was no real plan. I talked to Cam, and he said, "Hey, I'd like to get you up for the last card of the year."
Is that what he said?
Yeah. Ben mentioned at some point too that he'd like to get me up, and I said, "Cool. What am I doing? Am I working? Am I just coming?" He's like, "I don't know. Maybe a little bit of a mix of both." I'm like, "All right, I'll find it when I get here." He's like, "Oh." do whatever you want. I'm like,
what does that mean?
Maybe do some interviews. Maybe I'll do some interviews here on the old Eternal banner here next time. So, but look, I've got to give a special shout out to Cam because when he brought me on board to first do the articles for Eternal MMA, and then I reached out and said, look, I want to take over the podcast. I want to reboot that. Cam has been absolutely nothing but.
Did you do that? Did you reach out?
Yeah, because I stumbled across it on YouTube, and I was like, oh man, they used to do a podcast, and it seems deep fun, because you were the
Who
man.
was in that?
Who was in that? Was this guy?
me.
Who knows?
I created it.
You created it there, so I'm just like, that's how the world keeps turning. Like someone's got to take over from it. So
no, it's really cool. Oh, I love that beautiful sportsmanship.
Look at that
by Nathan Zabala. Big fan of that debut.
Some people aren't a fan of that. Some people don't like that.
Don't like the hug beforehand.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it, but there's some people that are like, no, we don't want to hug him. We don't want we don't want the sportsmanship. You're about to go in there and kill a guy. But I like it. It's not over the top.
Well, I mean, before we hit off this first fight of the night, in terms of the Eternal MMA Insiders podcast, did you say you started doing articles beforehand?
Yeah, so this is actually where it kind of ties in. Very quick story. Cam actually found me online doing my own little fight breakdowns for UFC on my own page that I had, and reached out and said, would you like to come and write some articles from Eternal or for Eternal? Wasn't quite sure if I'd even heard of Eternal, but I certainly had.
Really?
Yeah. So I started doing that, and then I just transformed to, hey, I saw you used to run a podcast. If you ever want to get that going, I'd like to be that guy. And he said, as Cam does, hey, yeah, shoot your shot, go for it.
And then rest is history.
Rest is history.
How long have you been doing the Eternal MMA Insiders podcast?
Man, what's it been, like 2 years now or something like that, I reckon?
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I reckon it's got to be more than that, actually.
Is there blood on the mat already?
Oh.
In the cage?
There is blood there.
Guys, you're going to see this now. The first fight is kicking off. If you want to sync it up, we are round 1, 2 minutes 51, 2 minutes 50, 2 minutes 49, 2 minutes 48, 2 minutes 47, 46, 45.
Just one of those little scrolly boys on your screen, you can match it up. You got control over the live feed.
Yeah, do your thing. You'll be fine. It's much better. You don't want to hear Tanira Nathan. Oh, as he slips to his back. Look at that. That is nice.
Oh, we're kicking off in style.
Ioni's not happy about having his... that's in, mate. That's in, Luke. That's over.
Oh, boy. Oh,
Luke, that's over. That is over. That is a tight rear naked choke.
Have I called it?
That is finished. You are...
Are we getting ahead of ourselves? Oh, it looks like it's loosening a little bit.
Nah, Zabala, I don't know, man. He's fresh. He's dry. He's fighting the arms off. Zabala, you little stud. Oh, big fan.
I think that's out from under. Yeah. Oh no, it might be. He's back under.
He needs to get that elbow through a little bit more, but he's got a sort of loose body triangle on as well. Oh, he's gone for the gable grip.
Oh, he's changed.
Oh, slip to the back. I'll tell you what, Logie, you might be right.
I mean, look, to be fair, I did call for a knockout in the first, but I did say finish at some point. I said,
finish.
I said finish, but I mean, I think I've just been throwing words around like knockouts and that sort of thing. But really, what I mean when I say knockouts, I just mean finish. He's going to knock me out with a submission. We'll see how we go here.
Zabala, his debut as we head to officially the final 90 seconds of the first round. Oh, that's in. He's doing a really good job defending it, but jeez.
Yeah, he's over to that other side now with that
body triangle too. Yeah, he's on the wrong side.
Yep.
He's fighting the hand. He's trying to look for it.
It looks so tight. It's looked tight the entire time, apart from when it sort of slipped out when he changed it. Oh, there's a tap. There we go.
Beautiful.
There it is.
What a way to start.
Always starts this way.
The Dylan Andrews prospect out of DTV. Dylan Andrews, of course, former UFC fighter, so well qualified to teach a man like that.
I mean, if people are watching...
for him. Look at him. You're gonna love that.
Love the scenes.
There was a zero feeling out process.
There was zero feeling out process at all. I mean, they were probably just listening to us. I think they probably overheard us talking here saying there's always finishes in the first fight of Eternal MMA prelims. And I think
beautiful.
We're taking it aboard. Yeah, look at that. Oh.
That is very nice.
And this is a man making his amateur debut. If I'm not mistaken.
Straight to the back.
Oh, hang on, no. I know one. No. Is it here? No. Ioni was making his amateur debut.
Zabala's on his
Zabala, was making his debut.
He did very well, though. I think that was a bit of that. If you watch the hand being slightly high, as next sort of fighters as we are like heading to the cage to hear the final decision. We've got the Lions Den boys getting ready to walk in.
Let's keep on going.
Jesus, nice. I'll tell you that.
Spy a couple of faces.
Oh, they're already going for... It's just interesting being out the back. Send your questions through, guys. If you want, write it in the chat or hit us up, Australian MMA _.
Do we have a live feed going of chat here?
I do, actually. Let me... Tell you what, still shocked. Still get shocked. Let me ask you this. Podcast. Because, guys, if you want to listen to commentary, of course, just, listen to the commentary. We will be vague on commentary and also just talk about stories. You're a podcaster. Do you still get shocked that even one person listens?
I mean, I sort of like go back and forth between like how many people just clicked on the video and then went, and then kind of like went away. But yeah, I am still shocked. But I mean, I get the benefit of having the Eternal MMA name behind me, you know what I mean? So like, what you're doing with Australian MMA, this is all you, brother. Like, this is all you. So if people are tuning in for your thing, that's entirely of your work. So, I get the benefit of piggybacking off that Eternal MMA name. So they have to watch it whether I'm there or not. I'm replaceable. I'm expendable. I just get the privilege of being a host for them.
Well, I'm still like piggybacking. I'm still piggybacking the sport. It's not like it's the Mitchell Tinley show.
Well, it's okay. It's still the Mitch Tinley show here.
Also,
I think it says so on the actual.
It does. As you walk out. Side note: Trahair and Nathan looking super slick as the Eternal MMA commentator. He's former. He works at Star Casino as
Is he still doing that?
I think he might have finished. But that's where he was doing UFC hosting parties and whatnot. And he's a dealer, and not the normal dealer you'd find in the Gold Coast. He's it's just
tell his backstory.
Just a regular casino dealer. So yeah, it's nice, man.
He's been doing that the World Series of poker commentary stuff that he's been doing recently. He's good. He's got such a good knack for it. Trahair and Nathan, this is a man in his element right here. I get as much enjoyment out of watching MCT do his thing as I do watching the fights, I swear.
Yeah, he's... Look, good start. Good start to the card.
Hell of a start, man.
As we let Trahair and Nathan head back to his seat. And look, hey, it's up there right now. Eternal MMA 92, February 8th in Sydney. I mean, UFC credentials officially approved as of today.
For you?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, so...
Hell yeah. I mean, that was always going to be a thing, but it's always nice when you get it through.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. If anyone ever wants to know... Sorry, I got really excited. Everything I was talking about has to go out the window. Got a first ever chat on the live stream. We're doing this together, guys. We're going to have some hiccups. We're going to have some speed bumps.
That's right, we're live. There's no rules here.
Oh, just appreciate you guys joining me. Now, first chat coming through. Who is the fighter to watch and what is expected to be the best matchup tonight? Now, I will take... You can go fighter to watch. I will go best matchup. Now, best matchup, I believe. UFC Fight Pass. I think third last fight. Alastair Volders from Absolute MMA taking on Ethan Mitchell from Team Compton. One of the most impressive and hyped up 0-1 guys, I think, in MMA. He lost a controversial fight, and I believe he won that fight against Taser Malone. Which Taser's amazing, don't get me wrong. Please don't kick me in the head.
His face didn't look too good after that fight, so you'd be forgiven for thinking that Taser did win did lose that fight. Did he win that fight?
I do think Taser can be a champion, absolutely. I just happen to think that Ethan Mitchell got him on that night. So I think that's my matchup to watch. That fight is going to be fight of the night, I believe. And the most important when you look back in 10 years' time. Where you find out where they are, if they both continue their careers.
You get back and see it on YouTube and you're like, oh, wait,
like a Vendy versus, Darcy Vendy versus Jack Della. When you look back and you're like, that was it.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy to look back on that too? As the last man to hand Jack Della, he's lost before he was Jack Della. It's crazy. When he was on that, not a run because it was just 0-2, but then he went on to become Jack Della. But yeah, Darcy Vendy. If you look at his Tapology, if you want to know more about him, holds a win over Jack Della Maddalena. It's quite a feather in the cap.
Okay, if we were doing a drinking game, how many times over or under do you reckon Darcy Vendy beating Jack Della gets mentioned?
Oh man, it's got to. I'm going to set it at 5. I think, at least just for the opening walkout.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll set it at 5.
That's accurate.
It could be that.
But it is good too. It's also tomorrow night. This, obviously, why it's such a big weekend as well is just double fight weekend. Eternal MMA 90 and Eternal MMA 91 back to back. Of course, prelims again tomorrow. We'll be doing the same thing, and then I've got UFC Fight Pass as well. Is this your boy White Lightning again? Getting his boy ready? So
he's busy. He's getting his steps in because he's been up and down the stairs already a couple of times with his boys walking out here. Look at him.
What's your thoughts on CMBT just as a team?
Incredible team. So many good things happening at CMBT. Punctuated by the returning Brenton Bumper tonight. We talked about Taser Malone there before. Obviously, Christian White Lightning Lapham, one of the hottest prospects in the scene right now. Odin Muscat. You talked before about who my pick for the fighter to watch for tonight would be Odin Muscat right there.
Now
he's in the co-main event because we did lose that fight with Jackson Weir White versus Sam Miles. So Odin Muscat now against Jospeh Larcinese.
That was going to be a banger. The old Deputy Prime Minister's son, Sam Miles, is absolute talent.
The former golfer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he was a big-time golfer. Could have done it professionally, apparently, before he decided that MMA was his thing.
And Jackson Weir White. Is that serious?
See, I only know this because I saw the clip on his Instagram.
Was he actually that good a golfer?
Apparently, yeah.
Sam Miles, what do you know?
Yep.
Jeez, shout out.
He just apparently, as the story he was telling, was he realised that when he was golfing and he would get off the course and all his friends are looking at golfing, TikToks and golfing reels and all that sort of social media jazz, and he's looking through Floyd Mayweather highlights and MMA highlights. He's like, I don't think golf's for me anymore. So
I feel like that's very interesting. So if you are just kind of listening at home, you have no idea who these people are, give them a little Google. Oh, Sammy Miles. Fun facts, he hates it, by the way, but not hates that it is, but hates that it gets brought up all the time. But the son of the Deputy Prime Minister, Richard Miles.
I don't know if I knew that.
Did you not know that?
It's rattling around the frontal lobe there somewhere, but I don't know if that's
He's actually been to fight shows before, and they've had to do not Donald Trump level security, but they had to do a sweep of the venue.
Like the Timu version of it kind of thing.
Yeah, okay. Just one guy looked out the window and he went, yeah, right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Although, let me tell you, the place he was there, should have done a sweep.
Okay, I did not know that. There you go, that's an interesting tidbit.
No, it's, and Sammy Miles had a tough loss to Mad Max Kelly. That was a really good fight as well. But Max just kind of put it all together.
Sure.
But Sam Miles, I reckon, bounced back. And then Jackson Weir White, one of the most underrated guys, I reckon, out of Team Compton.
Absolute shame that he's not on the card. But I think...
Do you know what happened?
I don't.
No, I don't know either.
I don't. I'm not too sure. I was trying to get Sam on the podcast originally, and I think there might have been some stuff going on as far as... I don't even know who pulled out of the fight. But I was keen to get him on because he's such an interesting cat as we're about to go to the next fight here. But, like I said, Odin Muscat, I think, not that I wanted this fight to be in any way a pull-out with that Jackson Weir White Sam Miles fight, but I think this is a good spot for Odin Muscat to shine in. Keen to talk more about him.
Also, John Iannello is a bloody good-looking young man, isn't he?
Yeah, he's... I'm a little jealous of what's going on there.
Host of the Wings Challenge, by the way, which you'll see. Keep an eye on the Eternal socials. And if you want to get involved, like I said, you can hit us up on the live stream, Australian MMA _ on YouTube, which you're on. So if you're hearing this, you know where you are. Or hit up the Instagram page. I'm so used to throwing it out sometimes that I'm like, oh yeah, you're already here.
Yeah, and I mean, just while we're at it too, again, with putting it...
gang signs.
Pyariki cook? Pyariki.
This is a fun part of the game.
Pyariki.
As we're about to get this underway, if you're just joining us and you're not completely synced up, we will get you there. Just kind of...
It's a very intense look in Pyariki.
Yeah, Pyariki's I feel like he's very intense. Second fight. Yeah. Round 1, 2 minutes 55, 54, 53, 52, 51.
Sync
50.
it up.
I actually don't really know how you sync that up. I just heard Joe Rogan do it a couple of times.
Wouldn't you just be grabbing like your little...
Like you wait until you hear my voice.
Yeah, but it always yeah, I guess it's how you kind of do it and try to match it up as good as possible. But I mean, if it's a couple of second delay, it's not the biggest deal in the world.
No, yeah. Well, what if we go, oh shit, and then the guy's still standing, and it's like a little spoiler.
I would hope it's the other way around, right? Oh no, true. It would be they'd be seeing this ahead of probably the fight. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe we're delayed.
You reckon?
I don't know.
No, we're live. We're in person. You know, I actually thought that too when I was setting this up.
This is live. This fight's alive. Like
that's what I mean. Like I actually was like, oh well, how do I know if what I'm seeing is live? And I'm like, because it's happening in front of you. Like, but it's still like, my brain was like, but how do you make it work?
I'm me.
Ooh. Oh, he tried for a little switch step. Oh, he's rolled through from. He can't go for any heel hooks, I don't believe. Not in his on the amateurs.
Is that a fact? Did I not know that?
I think you can only go straight footlock and potentially a straight knee bar. But look, we're in Queensland. I'm a Perth boy, so I'm obviously a little bit more.
Yeah, we're both foreigners, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
We're both from the exact, like, if you kind of drew a line, like just where Gold Coast is, kind of opposite points. Me being from Victoria and you being way further over in Perth. So who knows?
Yeah, Queensland's got the weird one where if you, he's throwing him off the back. If you weigh in a certain amount over, you go into the fight with a point already lost.
Is that what we're having happen with Usinovsky?
No, because that's pro.
Oh, sorry, amateur specifically.
Professionally, you get punished financially.
Right.
And in amateurs, you don't get paid, so you can't get punished financially. Right. So you get paid, you get punished by points. There you go. Who would have thought? Listen to this podcast.
We're
learning
here.
Learn something.
Yeah, this is educational. This is educational.
I feel like we're getting our flow too. Like, just side note, guys, for all, everyone that's listening. I feel like when we started, I was like commentating because I'm a commentator as well. So I naturally went into like, and he's looking to put in the pressure, and now he's talking some shit.
I mean, to be fair, also I launched into because I hosted a podcast for Eternal. I do it in that very because I'm promoting a fight, so I do it in a very it's not to me before the fights. It's not necessarily a conversation. It's trying to promote things. It's trying to elicit things out of fighters and that sort of thing.
That's the commercial radio in me too.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, check it out, whatever you want.
Yeah, see? That was more gangster. That was commercial radio. I don't know what
that was. I think, mate,
I was getting those vibes.
You mean radio in the 20s?
Yeah, radio in the 20s. Exactly right, yeah. A little bit of a throwback there.
Why are you guys listening to us? It looks like Ben Vickers is on commentary.
We now have to officially say 1920s now because technically we're the 20s now.
I was thinking that too. Yeah. It's interesting you say that. So, end of round 1.
That went by. Oh, yeah, cool. Well, 3-minute rounds, of course.
Is that the great Peter Hickmott as well? Do you know much about referees?
In terms of who they are?
Yeah, do you know Pete?
I know Peter Hickmott.
Yeah, so he's obviously the Michael Jordan of referees for us, I believe. I mean, there's a few other guys I like. This is going to be the weirdest Vegas segment of chat ever. I like Mark Simpson wasn't bad in WA, and there was Mr. Sharp. What's his last name? Steve Sharp, Sean Sharp, Scott Sharp, someone Sharp.
Starts with an S?
No, fine. And literally, he was the best. He looks like he's built like a brick shit house, and he's literally like the size of the Hulk. And he's like a better looking The Thing from Fantastic Four.
A better looking The Thing, I think that's the best compliment I've ever heard.
Do you know what I mean?
No, you're better looking than him. It's I hope so.
But he's made of rocks. But yeah, anyway,
sure.
He was
He's a sexy thing.
He had a good relationship with Mark Goddard from the UFC. That's how he knew everyone.
Yeah, Mark Goddard's not bad at his job.
Oh, it's great. But you're only as good as your last one. As we've got a time called into the fight. Round 2 is pause at 2:51. No better time to sync up.
I think we just had a little bit of a groin shot there.
Yeah, what was that?
It was a check groin shot off the 1-2.
And if you don't know, they get 5 minutes to sort of recover. But here's the thing. It's like if you're sick, right, and your mum would kind of send you to school anyway. It was like that thing of she's like, I don't really know if you're sick. That's what I feel like they do with cup checks, right? Where if you really got hit really super hard, I feel like 5 minutes isn't enough time.
I mean, I'm not familiar with that because if I was ever sick, it was because of asthma, and my mum was never going to send me to school.
Do you have asthma?
Yeah. Not as severe as what I used to.
You look like a guy with asthma.
I do. Yeah. Yeah. Is it the posture? Is it? I'm tripoding. Like, what's going on? Yeah, definitely. I'm fully asthmatic. Not as bad as what I was, but I did die once. Fun fact.
What?
Got brought back to life with the old, those little things.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I was a kid. I was like 12. But that
What?
spawned, if I ever showed any signs of coughing, Mum's like, not going to school. So,
You nearly died at 12?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, from an aerosol can in a bathroom.
Oh, so you were the kid. You were the kid we got in trouble for.
Yep. Yeah, no, the aerosol can was at a friend's
remember
house,
that?
but I got banned.
Were you allowed aerosol cans?
I mean, I too threw them into fires.
Yeah, I mean, we all threw them into fires. But yeah, it's your fault.
Yeah, and
Rude.
this was at the end of grade 6
Oh.
and coming into year 7 too. So me starting high school with my picture on the wall as we go to the ground here. You cannot have aerosol cans because of this boy with my photo up on the wall. Not fun.
Did that actually say? Was that actually a photo of you?
Yeah.
That
my
feels wrong.
grade 6 graduation photo. In the office, the reason why the photo was up was because I was a priority ambulance case person that if this kid gets sick.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Jeez,
but it
guys.
was also used as an identifier that, yeah, that's him, that's why we can't have aerosols.
That's hilarious.
Oh.
I mean, that's actually really sad.
No, in hindsight, it was very funny. So
That's still kind of funny now. As you go back to the fight, starting with his back, taking Cook on his back. Yeah, that's interesting, mate. That's so your MMA career obviously didn't take off, did it?
No, not
Can
quite.
you run?
Never had a shot. Yeah. Yep. Surprisingly, I was really good at cross country. As I think we're about to get a second submission here. No, we're not.
Did you ever say to your partner, because you're married now, eh?
Yeah.
Were you ever like, oh, you took my breath away? And she's like, so does everything.
Oh man, I'm regretting that I didn't do that. Yeah. Here I was like thinking about my vows like a sucker 2 years ago when I got married and didn't put that in. Where were you then? Come on.
I'll tell you what, this is the night of the back take and the triangle.
So far.
The body triangle.
Yeah.
It's just honestly, it is the worst position. You talk about that feels like 3 aerosol cans when you're 12.
Sure.
Like that, you just can't breathe. It's so. I hope your mum's not listening to this.
I mean,
she's like, that boy's a dick.
she could be. Hi, Mum, if you are. I'm the one who taught her how to use the internet, which I regret. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh,
Get off Facebook, Mum.
Cook's going to roll him over. Oh.
He's a little high here.
Round 2, 35, 34, 33.
Sync it up.
32. Sync it up, guys. Like I said, hit us up in the chats as well on YouTube. Get involved. I used to watch fights, and the problem is when you're a fan of mixed martial arts in Australia, you often watch fights by yourself. Like you don't get to do like UFC fight nights where all the boys come around. It's like very rarely, unless you're in a gym or know like people like your friends.
It's a lonely life.
Yeah, your friends are not like, oh, you got the fights on, dude. You got Eternal.
You get that is that Conor McGregor? Is he fighting again? That's when you might have that one
He's
barbecue or something like
fighting in court.
Yeah. Well, not anymore, but yeah. But no, it's a lonely life. The old MMA. Actually, it reminds me. I think my memory's not fantastic. One thing I do remember is you doing a podcast with Callan Potter, and I think you were talking to him about how you're not as big of a UFC fan anymore, but you just love nerding out in Australian MMA.
Nah, yeah, big nerd.
Yeah.
Don't have enough time in the day.
Yeah. Because I feel like I've gone that way a little bit too. Like, was obsessed with the UFC. I still love the UFC. Obviously, still watch the fights.
There's just so many fights.
Yeah.
So many fights going around.
Yeah.
So someone said who is fighting. Do you mean
right now?
Like right now? Because it's Johnston versus Peter. No, it's Patriarchy.
Pyriki.
That's why I've got you here, mate.
Pyriki, you're going to have to correct us. We're not getting your name right. My apologies.
Yes, we will. I'm going to have to apologise profusely for a lot of things said tonight, and we're only 2 fights in. But if you, in terms of Mr. Creature Gamer, who's hit us up.
Creature Gamer.
Yeah, main event, Brenton Mumford, David Martinez. That'll be on UFC Fight Pass in, I'd say, a couple of hours. There's some fun fights before we get there. But, look, it's going to be a good main event.
We're zipping through these so quick. We're already like 20% of the way through the card. It's still so early.
Oh, yeah, because it's a shorter card today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once again, double weekend.
Because we got 6 fights in the main card. There was 7 fights and 4 fights in the prelims.
I kind of like that. I like how quick I can't speak for Queensland cards because I'm over in Perth, and I've never done any Eternal cards in Queensland. But Perth gets through it like relatively quickly. Like it's a good speed.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think Eternal, like, you listen to Cam and Ben talk about that. Like, they like to keep the shows fast paced. Like,
well, there's too much bullshit of like, and if you're watching and you've never been to a fight show or even an old school fight show, mate, they would stop and do like auctions.
oh wow.
Like in between fights, they would be like, we've got some Danny Green signed gloves for $700. Well, can I get $800? And then like some bikie would be like $3,000, and you'd be like, they're just washing cash through that.
I actually think I'd prefer that than watching like like a boxing event and Eminem play like between each fight or something too. Like I'll take a good auction. That's something different. Or like let's get like a meat raffle going or something.
This is a banger fight right now. Cook is doing a really great job.
Good.
He's got no hooks in. As I said that, he's put 2 hooks in. Which is very, very smart.
It's on delay, which is, I mean, it's obviously not. We're seeing this live. We established that before that we're bringing live.
Yeah, for anyone that's nowhere out the back, you can literally there's a entertainment sort of dividing door between us and behind our backs is the actual event going on, and we're looking at sort of a screen direct to sort of what is happening. So all beautiful, tried to turn in, and Cook stayed with him.
There's a nice contrast here with the skin tones between these boys.
That was actually, if you look at the live stream with us, mate, it's very, very similar.
Oh, am I coming across as like having a tan sit next to you?
Yeah, you're coming through quite tanned.
Oh wow.
I'm coming through like very pale.
That can't be right. I mean, a little bit.
Oh, he's got a little bit of a. I was trying to slip that in there and just anything. You nearly died, right? So I'm assuming you haven't like grappled or anything like that.
Why would you assume that?
Just because I would assume that you like can't sign a waiver.
I have grappled, but it was a very, very long time ago. And I was doing, would you believe it or not, ninjutsu.
What's that?
What's ninjutsu? I took it up with a mate when I was like 17 years old.
You can't just make up martial arts.
No, ninjutsu. It's not. Just look it up, ninjutsu. The Ninja Turtles even say like ninjutsu. Like it's.
I'm sorry.
Like
one night. If your first. Like defending.
There's a belt grading system and everything.
If your first defending fact is the Ninja Turtles, it's not a good start.
You know when they're like ninjutsu.
I do.
In the original movie. Yeah. It's ninjutsu.
So it's like, a real.
Yeah, I don't know how many clubs are around for it now, but it was like one Tuesday night would be weapons, and then the next night would be like grappling and submissions, and the next would be like. Striking, and it was just a mix of different things. Like, it was just something cool to do when you're a teenager.
Did you have do you wear karate stuff?
Yeah, karate stuff with a belt grading system and everything. Me and my mate, who was a black belt there at the time, we ended up quitting because of a controversial thing that happened where someone broke their leg at training.
Tried to get you to join a cult, didn't he?
I mean, it was basically already a cult.
Yeah.
But no, our instructor, I can't even remember his name because it was so long ago. I'm talking damn near 20 years ago. A student broke their leg at one of the sessions doing a fly kick over like a little table.
Oh, so it's the great
there he is.
Josh Culibao walking past.
Looking like he hasn't eaten hot wings. He's looking like he's in good shape.
You know what is really rude though, half the time, is he's here for like one of his amateur fighters, right? And straight after, I'll be like, hey mate, let's come have a chat.
Yeah.
Like his fighter could win by like devastating Superman knockout, and I'm still like, hey Josh, come have a chat.
Come on, come and join us. Did we miss our finish? No, we missed the end of the fight. We're glazing over Josh Culibao here.
I reckon Cook's got it.
Because the fights are going so quick because of the amateur cards.
Got him. You know what's quite funny?
Ricky Cook, there he is, CMBT.
About doing a live stream is it's very like when you watch like a Joe Rogan Fight Companion and you like, dickheads, why aren't you watching the fights? And it's like, now that you're doing it, how difficult is it? You get so distracted.
It's so different. I like watching the those guys that do it on Hawani show. The boys in the back. They got a good little fight companion thing going on. They do it in the studio and everything. It's kind of fun to watch and tune into.
There's good stats right now. But looking at Cook, landed 48 strikes, 1 takedown, 4 submission attempts.
It's another good fight. It's more high-level stuff. again, like with the grappling with these guys, like guys very early in their amateur career, showing so much good chops.
I saw Cook at the weigh-ins, and I feel like he is. Like, I feel like he's just got it in his eyes a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, he's got, like...
Look at his photo. Look at that.
I mean, it's a very staunch photo.
Yeah. It's very different. I mean, I don't obviously know the two gentlemen personally, but, I mean, this looks like a man ready to go. Oh. Yeah, there's a man ready to go. There's 3 men ready to go.
Absolutely love it. Now, I mean, that commentary, Max Davidson is coming up against... I don't know this other kid, Krimotat, but I know that Max Davidson... he would be Igor MMA. That makes a lot of sense as to why Josh Culibao would be right there.
You've got a lot of Igor MMA action going on tonight.
Yeah, I like it. They're good fighters, and if you heard, he's 4-2. How dare I not know him? But if you talk to Josh Culibao about Igor MMA fighters, they often will fight guys that they are necessarily the B-side, and I think their head coach Igor likes it. I think they enjoy, because they reckon they learn more in the amateur fights. Also, shout out Eternal with the little screens. If you're watching
it's a good touch.
The prelims, nice little leveled up, fancy stuff.
It is very fancy. I like it. Yeah, I did see those when I came in here. When I first got here, I was like, oh, that's new.
Like we said, Igor MMA, that's head coach there. And then right behind the man, UFC fighter Josh Culibao. Hopefully we'll have a chat to him as well.
Hot wing challenge extraordinaire.
If you ever watch the man bang a pint too, like a pint of beer, it's...
Oh, bang a pint.
What do you think I said?
I thought you said bang a pipe. I was like, whoa. Yeah,
I'll tell you what, if there's one man that could bang a pipe, it's Josh Culibao.
Josh Culibao.
You do it quickly.
Get him up about it.
You get the finish. No, he is just beer. Just.
I have seen that man. Shout out to the Who the Fuck Are These Guys podcast with Josh Culibao sinking many points with those boys.
I really like those guys.
Good dudes.
Yeah. Mako and Sharko. I don't know. I can't remember the names.
Mako and Sharko. Mako and Shark.
I'm close.
Mako and Mako Shark and. I don't know. I'm too busy paying attention. Like
I just know them, and I listen to them all the time, and I will chat to them, and I will go out of my way to say hello to them. Right?
What's his? Okay, I'm going to the gram here because I don't want to just shout out Mako and.
Mako and Sharko.
Mako and Sharko. Whatever you think your nickname is, it's not the opposite of whatever the Mako one was. It's Sharko now.
Max Davidson. Once again,
shout out who the fuck are these guys.
Joins behind him with Ben Johnston, the Eternal MMA middleweight champion. You know what I just realised? Former, how dare I? Recently retired. Actually, I had a chat to him. It was a very nice chat.
Good dude.
He's just working class man. And he's got one of the most successful gyms. I said it before, but the Fight Centre is I'm just throwing out numbers here, but something like 1,100 members. It's the most...
What?
Yeah, it's the most absurd number for members.
Are they a gym as well?
Nah, I think it's martial arts.
Just martial arts?
Well,
that's crazy.
Here's what I know about gyms. Apparently it's 13% of your members you want at the gym at any one time.
Okay, sure.
So if you see, if it looks like the gym can only hold 130 people, you need 1,000.
Right.
That's because only 13 people go at one time. And if
everyone's coming, not every member's turning up.
Because you want enough people, but then you don't want too many people that it's crowded.
That makes sense. I've always imagined for a regular gym, we go to work out, the best clientele are the people that don't turn up and pay the money. And that was me for many years.
Well, exactly. So
give them all the money, but I don't touch any of their equipment.
Was that because anything looked like an error?
Yeah, I'll sign up for a membership and totally hit the gym all the time.
Yeah. Do you hit the gym much?
I've recently been going through phases of doing it regularly, and then ever since I had a child in the last couple of months.
Do you have a child?
I do now.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah.
Boy or girl?
There's a boy. This little bloke right there. Oh, is it, man?
It's cute.
Little boy. Probably can't see it on the stream there, but
that's good enough. They'll appreciate that.
That's my little boy, Cassie in grey.
And you just left him behind.
I just left him behind to his own devices, yeah. Yeah, I'm up here making this bread.
I've been told to watch out for Max Davidson as well. Apparently he's very
Special shout out?
Yeah.
Okay.
6-1. His Tapology says 6-0.
He's got the cold, dead eyes of a killer.
So
Black Book's reference there if anyone's catching me potentially watching the stream.
what
Maybe
was
not.
the reference? I was too busy.
Black Books.
All I heard was Robin O'Neill yelling, Cam O'Neill's daughter, and obviously head promoter of Proving Grounds, and she slightly scares me sometimes.
Yeah, I only just met Robin today, but she's intimidated me from 2,000 kilometres away.
She's actually a good fighter too. She's southern. Like, she doesn't get credit for it, obviously, because her sister Casey O'Neill in the UFC. But yeah, Robin O'Neill's actually a really good fighter.
We have seen her compete a couple of times for Eternal MMA. Looking forward to when we see her again, whenever that might be.
Oh, jeez, look at me and you fall so far into this bullshit sometimes. We're like having a chat. We're like, and live on Eternal MMA. You can check it out. Subscribe.
I'm doing that, aren't I? Yes. Yeah.
Nah, it's funny. It's a natural, like, it's almost like when you need people who've done zero media to jump on a live stream and just talk some shit.
Talk shit. Yeah.
Where we're too busy going like, and you can get the latest deals.
Yes, in turn, like, look left at this camera and then look at that camera.
Yeah.
Even though we're only working with one camera here, we pretend there's another camera over here.
If you want to sync up, round 1, 2 minutes, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I actually, now that we're talking about syncing up, I don't even reckon we need to sync up, because what I realised is when they do Fight Companions on YouTube, they're watching it on TV. So you're watching it live, then the YouTube thing is live.
Yeah.
Is delayed. So because we are watching this in the venue, we are probably as delayed
as the people at home.
Yeah.
Because we're watching the same feed.
So this could be live.
Unless the internet is just somehow a little bit faster to this television specifically, because we are right here.
Yeah, let me shout out our commenters. Primetime Feline, let us know. Are we live?
Primetime Feline?
Yeah, sorry.
I like that for a name.
YouTube names are great.
That's some bangers here.
I'm totally enjoying it. Anyway, look, if you just pop up for 5 seconds in this live stream.
Primetime Feline.
You're the best.
Mine's just, not that I use my YouTube channel for anything apart from watching YouTube, but mine's just my name.
Is it?
Just Luke.
Jeez.
Luke KT. Yeah, nothing special. No Primetime Feline. No Good Time Puppy Dogs. Nothing. Just Luke Trahair.
Oh, Maxie Davidson in not a bit of trouble, but like an uncomfortable position there.
I think we're going to have another back take potentially. Will we see another back take with another body try? No.
Oh, he's just trying to muscle him in. It's probably not the way to do it, but it worked last time. Ooh. Little sneaky fence grab.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, little Martinez-esque.
Yeah.
Oh,
hello.
He could find himself in a reverse triangle here.
We have got a grappling fest here tonight on the prelims.
Yeah.
But high-level stuff too.
I think that's the thing. It's like people just hate boring grappling.
But it's not even boring, and that's not even being biased. Like
the old grapevine.
yeah.
Look at that. Dagestani mermaid.
I was going to say a little Dagestani mermaid action there. Like, it's good flowing stuff. It's not just any kind of lay and pray. Like, they're,
Well, they're getting used to it because Martinez is the main event. So
true. We're warming up.
If you want
to
to see the most exciting wet blanket, I mean that. Like, imagine an electric blanket that's plugged in and just wet laying on top of you. That's David Martinez. Like, so you're like, oh, no, it's a wet blanket. But you're also like, there's danger because it's plugged in.
But, I mean, he's improved his striking so much, too. Like, it's not obviously the bread and butter of his game, but, like, it's still one of those things where you know what David is going to do every time with his striking. Like, he works off that jab and he likes that, like, lead high kick every time. But
he stood toe-to-toe with Wes Kappa. Who's just like one of the most accomplished strikers like we've ever had in this country. And he attributes this to Don Marfan in his cross-training at Team Compton. He's developed like a bit more vicious elbows. He's like really starting to cut people on the ground.
That's a dangerous thing to add to the arsenal.
Yeah, and then now, speaking of bread and butter, he doesn't have as much of it. So he's actually doing really well. So at welterweight.
Good call.
I think he's going to do really well at welterweight. And then here's my prediction. Here's what I think he should do. I think he's going to do well at welterweight. And then now he has a nutritionist.
He does have a nutritionist.
He's going to drop back down. I reckon this fight is just...
Was he telling you that he he wasn't walking around that heavy anyway since he had a nutritionist, so maybe he could just keep going in a lightweight.
Yeah, pretty much. So, and I think it's like he's made 2 huge decisions in the sense of that he's got the nutritionist, but he's also gone up a weight class.
Yeah.
So he's like, that's probably why it's been super easy for him. But standing next, like you stood next to me, you've seen him stand next to me. Martinez does not look big.
No.
At all. Like, you go look at Mumford. Mumford's big.
I saw Martinez only one time from afar in Perth, and I was like, oh, you're shorter than I thought you were. I don't know how tall I thought he was, but I was like, oh, man, like some of these guys are shorter than I thought they'd be. And he's one of those guys.
It happens a little bit. Fighters are short.
Fighters are short. There you go. They are indeed.
I'm going to say that.
Yes.
Well, because, so I've had a chat with this, with Ben Johnston about this before, because he's about 6'3", 6'4". He's huge.
He's close to 6'5", isn't he?
And he said, why do you think there's like not a lot of tall fighters? I said, because if they're tall, they're often better at other sports. So I play footy.
True.
Where the money at.
I think that's why I talked to, I don't think that's why, Ben Vickers told me when I had him on the podcast a while ago, like, why don't we see a lot of the bigger weight classes? And he said something to the effect of, well, because they're normally doing other sports, like rugby. Like, if they're a big body, they're just good at rugby. And that's where they go. So you don't see light heavyweights necessarily in these ranks because they're just doing basketball or rugby. So mixed martial arts is just the sport that you kind of end up falling into sometimes if you're not big enough to compete in other things. But it's not a bad thing.
No, it's definitely... it's a good point too. And it's like, well, I guess that's the goal of the sport, isn't it?
It happens the other way too, like Odin Muscat. I mean, he became a mixed martial artist because he wasn't big enough to be a football player. And when I say football player...
Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah, so he was I don't think it's...
Yeah, actually, he's a lot smaller in person, Odin Muscat. Like, when I saw him in person next to me, I didn't even recognise him. But he's obviously made out of brick, and he's got springs in every limb.
He sure does. Hard hands, man.
But he's definitely a flyweight, I reckon. Like, he's not like he's cutting a whole heap or anything. Or he's cutting a bit. But, like, do you know what I mean? Like, he
looks like he looks like a flyweight.
Yeah, he's so talented, though, Muscat.
He is...
What he did to Moses Dang was scary.
I mean, even when you go back to when he was on proving grounds for his last amateur fight against Jordan Southern and knocked him out. I think that was with the right hand, and then it was Moses Dang with the left hand when he made his pro debut.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Heavy hands, man. Heavy hands. It's part of that new breed.
Yeah, he'll be a champion, 100%.
He already feels like it. He said he already feels like he's the number one guy in the country at the moment.
I reckon they'll win.
Well, because his teammate is fighting tomorrow night for the flyweight championship against Frank Jankowski.
Gucci.
Yes. Yeah. So in his
Don't
notes,
say yes like I pronounce that well.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
the guy fighting Jankowski.
I'm not going to try and correct you, but yeah.
Is he because he was stirring it up a little bit. He was doing this thing at the weigh-ins where he was like, I don't know if
who was
Tenichi Gucci.
Yeah.
He was like stirring a pot and like drinking imaginary
like
tea.
doing like a literal thing, like
yeah, and I don't know why he was doing it. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Is he a do you know if he's like an international that's now at CMBT like for like
he's been over here for 2 years. From what Bones was telling me, he's been over for, I think it was 2 years. That could be wrong, but I feel like it's been here for 2 years. Made the move to CMBT, been working on his game here, but fought in one of those codes they have over in Japan. That is a little bit different than ours.
But who's he fought prior?
Here?
Yeah.
I don't know. Off the top of my head. Yeah. But he had
fight,
4 or
bro.
5 fights. Congratulations, brother.
How do we pronounce your first name?
Pyariki.
Yeah, we butchered that.
There we go.
Pyariki. Yay! Pyariki Cook.
It was close.
He's killing it, by the way. Everyone, go check him out.
Pyariki. Are we allowed to roll the tongue if we're not
Pyariki. What do you mean?
Maori? Like, I don't know. I feel like because I'm just like a...
Well, you can't say
just a white boy,
bruschetta.
I've just got to be like Pyriki. Like it's like when people pronounce like Prague like Praha when they're from Australia. I'm like, just say
Yeah.
Like, just say Pyriki.
I'll tell you what. just gazing back to the fight, round 3, 1 minute 50. Davidson looked like he had a bit of a burst there, and it seems to be turned around on him again. I think I'm not really paying a whole lot of attention.
There's just so much going on out here at the same time as like watching the fights.
Yeah, the Krimitat kid from Igor looks like it's probably going all his way if I had to be.
Yeah, I mean, look, he does look like he is getting thoroughly out grappled at every juncture. Although he is looking for a bit of a leg lock here.
Be very careful there. He's going to end up in a triangle situation. No, he's out. Davidson rolls him over. Just a couple of little punchies.
It's an Igor MMA fest here tonight.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, back and forth, clips him. Oh, Davidson to the left.
This might be the first actual striking exchange we've had all night. Oh, he's turning the tables here.
Oh, Lukey. Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
Shout out, boys.
Krimitat just putting the head down and running. This is
he's hurt, man.
He's got to move. He's got to move.
Ref's looking close.
Oh, God.
Oh, they're just slow
Davidson.
now.
Oh, he caught the kick. Oh, he slipped. Oh, shit. There's 25 seconds. I would say Max needs a finish.
Business has officially picked up. He's got to get it finished. You've got to grapple
just stand
for 2
back up.
rounds, yeah.
I'm going to be the guy at the pub. It's like, stand him up.
Or just get up.
He's throwing some hard shots. Passes.
What's he got in the last 10 seconds?
He's turtled up.
Come on, Davidson.
Krimitat.
Go, you good thing.
Oh, look at that. Oh, front kick. Over the top. What a fight.
That ended up being really... I mean, it was exciting through the first couple of rounds with the grappling, but I mean, the striking, man, that just got the crowd on their feet there a little bit.
Davidson. What a...
With the bleached blonde hair, if you don't mind.
Also, Lukey Trahair, I'm really enjoying this. I don't want you to go anywhere. I know you've got other obligations.
Yeah.
I know you've got other obligations, so...
You've probably got some fighters you want to talk to, right?
Benny Johnston's going to come through. I might have another chat to him.
I've officially become... I was already the B side, but I'm very quickly becoming the C side when there is a few fighters out here you could talk to that are more interesting than me.
No, not at all.
It's all right. I've enjoyed this.
Are you going to come back?
I'll come back. I'm probably going to be out there for most of the main card, but, you know, we can keep going.
Yeah, very excited.
Would you like to try and get someone's attention?
No, I'm just watching Pariki. What did I say right again?
Pariki.
He's doing his interview. In the cage, who do you reckon won that fight? You reckon two rounds to 1 to Krimitat?
I'd have to say so, yeah. Yeah, I think he said too much of the grappling in the first, but I mean, like, how much of the fights did we miss when we're just talking shit about nothing?
Yeah, I've never been, like, less engaged in terms of, like, paying attention.
It's just so stimulating out here. Like, and I mean, this is my first time here too, so I'm just like, oh, there's so much going on. Oh. Yeah. There's that guy. There's that person.
Also,
but I think you're right. I think Krimitat's got the job done. Surely. 2 rounds to 1.
Yeah. Once again, if you're just joining us, eternalmma.com, go subscribe, email, and you can watch these prelims for free. Oh, let's hear it. What is it? Oh, it's split. Split decision. I reckon Krimitat. Got him. I'll tell you what, though. It's
good fight either way.
Like we said, Amis doesn't really matter type thing.
Yeah.
But
I feel like it's almost more worth than going the 3 rounds in the amateurs.
Josh Culibao chucking him up on his shoulders. No, but what I was going to say is what Max Davidson did, very good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you lost the fight, but geez, you finished strong.
But I mean, is there even like a lot of value in people in the amateurs knocking people out within 10 seconds?
Yes.
Like, is there?
Glory. You get me going, oh shit.
All right, fair enough, right? We don't want to learn anything over 3 rounds. We don't want to go through grappling exchanges and level up.
I get what you're saying. It's like, what's it like? You'd rather just win.
Like, you don't want to get hurt. Obviously, career longevity is, availability is the best ability after all. But, if you can go through a fight like that and come out with, I wouldn't say they're unscathed, but there was no brutal blows there. Get, 3 solid rounds in 3 minutes and level up a little bit. I think that's only a good thing. As opposed to just a quick knockout.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Eternal MMA 93. Feb 22nd. In Perth. Yes.
Oh, look, home game for you, buddy.
94 back in the Gold Coast. So many Eternals. So little time. Home game. We're going to enjoy that.
I love Perth, man.
That's going to be a rough, upcoming events. What we got? Eternal MMA 92, 93, 94, Feb 8th, Feb 22nd, and March 15th, Sydney, Perth, Gold Coast.
Got some discount codes there too if you want to go to Eternal 93. Discount code Knockout.
Do you know
discount code Early Bird for Eternal 94.
Do you know anyone that has ever done that? Ever used a code?
It's got to be people, right? Got to be, surely.
I was having a look at Krimitat. I might actually yell at Josh, get him over here.
Where is
Talk
he?
about his boy. Josh has got a sunnies on.
No, we were gonna get done with a split decision.
I know. I thought it was going to happen. Are you doing an interview for them? Just come here. Come over chat. Come over chat. I was trying.
I'm gonna walk out with
back.
Oh yeah. Go do your thing. I didn't know you were busy. I thought you were celebrating. You're wearing sunglasses.
celebrate after Joe wins.
Okay, shout out Josh Culibao, UFC star, who just was with his teammate. No, he was just with his teammate, and he was about to walk out his other teammate, and Josh Culibao considered jumping on.
That's a big shout out for the MMA, the Australian MMA podcast. He was tossing up whether he was going to take the seat here or do the right thing by his team. Ultimately, he's done the right thing by his team.
John Iannello. He looks like a guy that would sell you finance.
I was going to say he looks like he's going to be a Wall Street type guy.
Doesn't
he talk finance on Instagram? Isn't that what he's doing?
He?
I think so.
I've done that before. I worked for a finance company. It was rough.
Oh, yeah? Okay, yeah, you'll never catch me doing that because I don't know shit about it.
It's just, you just put your money in, like, Commonwealth Bank and stuff.
I'm doing at least that.
What a walkout. What's this song called? So you guys can probably hear it. If not, you're on the other. Yeah, that's amazing. Someone definitely stepped on the camera cord.
This just reminds me of like a beer commercial. I can't remember which one, but there was a beer commercial that used to have this.
Yeah.
And it was like there was like a record scratch right about here, and it was like, I can't remember. Maybe it's a Victorian thing.
Oh wow! Look, everyone's just ready to go. No wonder why. Sorry guys, we're getting slightly distracted.
Are we on the fourth prelim?
The reason why it is rolling. I also shout out to all the Eternal staff that don't, like just MMA in general staff that don't get any like praise. This aspect of it, which you guys can't see, but this aspect of like what everyone is doing and organising and getting like fighters ready. Like the next fight is ready to go.
So many moving parts.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
They're just like, did our camera go out? Did a camera call go out? Because if you're watching the stream, Eternal MMA 90, the prelims, they're shooting from a different angle. And there was like a little bit of a...
Did you see something happen there?
Yeah, it was like a little technical glitch or something. So
Maybe
that's why I think
record.
something's going on there.
I don't know. I don't mind his camera angle.
I think it's Hamish McIver out of Igor MMA.
Against Ron Dang, wasn't it? Is that what we got going on? Yeah.
Oh, that's why the next fight's ready.
Of the NTG breed.
Randang is one of the most hyped up amateurs in quite some time. Apparently he is one of the hardest guys to match. Like one of the hardest guys to match.
I mean, that is an intimidating looking man.
4-0. He's huge. He is huge.
That is a huge lightweight.
Like, no joke. I was talking to Robin O'Neill, who runs Proving Grounds.
Yes.
A lot of amateurs.
Shout out.
Yeah. Apparently, literally like one of the hardest guys to match.
Can't match him. No one wants to take a fight.
Well, why would you? Look at him.
I'm not signing up anytime soon.
But yeah,
and he's a lightweight. Huge. I mean, we just saw him back here, like, walking out. Huge man.
You say he's a white belt?
Lightweight. Might be a white belt.
I see what you did there. NTG's is that Dim Skilly's gym?
It is Dim Skilly's gym, yeah.
If you don't know who Dim Skilly is, do a little quick quick Google. That man is certifiably insane.
I mean, had a excellent fight in Brenton Mumford's last win for Eternal MMA. Fought against Tim Skillies and won. It was the last time we saw Brenton Mumford have a win for Eternal MMA before he retired after his last title fight.
Brenton Mumford and Dimps Gillies fought. And now Dimps Gillies is at 145 and Brenton is at 170.
Isn't that wild? Yeah. But, I mean, we've seen, Dimps has, hop back and forth between lightweight and featherweight, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he just takes, wherever the gangsters are at.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just loves to fight, that man.
He's a very tough man.
He's a hard-nosed man. I want to see him more. I know he's been sort of doing the boxing thing, but, man, I'd love to see him just, get a good, consistent run in mixed martial arts. It's never a bad fight with Dimps Gillies.
Shout out to the Casuals MMA. He didn't offer it. He just said dope.
Dope.
So I want to be one of those. I want to be one of those streams. It's just shout out to Karen. She said she sent a fire emoji.
Well, and then you need to get the donations going as well. So thank you for the $5.
Yeah, how do they do that? I'm not saying I want it, but how do they do that?
I don't know.
Well, send us roses or something, and you
I have no idea how it works. Yeah, I'm not in tune with that shit.
You're enjoying this as much as and learning as we are. No joke though, John Ianello looks 12.
He's a young-looking man.
The Eternal MC. Look at him.
But an absolute killer too.
He looks like he is doing a mock law trial at uni.
He looks like he could be on Suits, the TV show.
He looks like he couldn't fit in a suit. He's actually a hell of a host, and I really like his voice as well. He's a good MC. He's no Blake Richardson, who's no Dan Maudsley, who's no...
Oh, Dan Maudsley.
Mitch Tinley.
No, we're going way back now.
Way back. CJ Rose, Dave Ella.
We're going way back.
Perry Kale. There you go.
Now you're getting into territory of names I don't know.
Google all of those names. They're...
Dougal. Oh, Google. I thought there was a guy named Dougal that was an MC for Eternal MMA. I'm like, Dougal.
Randang, NTG, Fight and Fitness. This fight is going to be, I think, very violent. I'm definitely not writing out Hamish McIver either. I'm just saying, Randang has ran
prediction, early finish, maybe?
Through people, hey?
Prediction, early finish, maybe?
Nah. I always say, yeah, okay.
That was bone on bone.
Yeah, early finish by someone.
Oh, they're not standing on ceremony here. Jeez. Oh, that would have hurt.
He's coming out kicking the legs early.
Shin on shin straight away.
Nice, both going kick to kick. Jeez. Oh, nice little duck under. Interesting. Oh, just muscles him. Tell you what, I like...
It's not bad because there is a clear size difference here.
I like Hamish McIver already.
They look like they're fighting at two different weights.
Yeah, be like that, eh?
Maybe it's just the angle.
Well, a lot of people carry their weight in their legs, or their, I don't know, shoulders.
Well, I mean, Randang is definitely not carrying the weight in his legs. I got to look at his calves when he was out here, and that's not where the muscle is. And that's not a slight because he's a big man everywhere, but he's sort of.
But they're long legs too, so what he's trying to do right now is very tricky. You got to get under the hips and try and throw him down like he does. Hamish McIver, more like MacGyver, found a way to get that done. There you go, thanks, mate. That's what I'm here for.
Pulse those bad boys.
Jeez.
Ooh.
Okay.
I treated some of the Ben Vickers colour commentary here.
Yeah, you can slightly hear it. You guys will enjoy it. Like I said, if you're just joining us, you can leave us a chat or Australian MMA _ on Instagram. If you want to watch the fights, eternalmma.com, subscribe your email. And you can watch the fights for free. Round 1 minute to go officially.
Sync it up. Although you might not have to.
Yeah. Oh!
Wow.
Randang has got...
I was going to say, we're going to have almost shades of Ben Johnston, no hooks in rear naked choke finish, but not quite.
Against John Martin Fraser. Yeah. That was very impressive. That was very scary. That knee just missed him.
Did it catch just the slightest amount?
He looks like he's been hit.
Oh, yeah. No, it caught him. Look at the blood coming out.
Holy Jesus.
He's leaking, man.
He's pissing blood.
That must have just glanced him in the slightest bit.
That has sliced him. Oh, he's out. He's out.
Yeah.
Ran
There
down.
it is. I'm 2 for 2 on calling the early finishes, by the way.
Jesus.
It's got something to say to MCT here in
Ran
Bones.
down. Ran them over.
Oh, nice. Dang, that was a good
Dang.
call.
Man, that's no wonder why no one wants to fight him.
Yeah, it might become even harder now for him to get a fight. Somehow.
Yeah, that's... Just go pro. I don't care. Just go pro. That was a glance. There's definitely glancy. I think
He just must have those like real bony knees, like with those like thin sort of legs he's got. That just must have caught him by like an absolute whisker and just sliced like the thinnest little cut. Oh no, he got him flush. It just happened so quick.
Him.
So
Top of the
quick.
forehead. And then look, he drops.
Yeah, good call.
That's crazy.
Look at him checking out the gloves. Like, oh, these things right here? Yeah.
Yeah, what was he doing, man?
I don't know. Is that like a power in these hands? Well, that was mostly the knee. There we go. As if we didn't need any more blood in the cage, we just got a hell of a lot more. Wow, just like that, prelims.
Yeah, that was very
Done
impressive. What are we
dusted.
up to now? What's a...
We're going to the main card. That was the end of the prelims.
Was that seriously the end of the
Yep.
prelims?
Yep.
Jeez, this night is flying.
It's moving along.
Well, guys, I mean, I guess you better grab your UFC Fight Pass. I don't even know if they do free trials anymore. It's like $10. Just pay it.
You can actually do you can pay for like that for a year now and get it pretty cheap. I think I paid like, last time I signed up was like $80 for the year or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
a little
awesome.
offer. Yeah, a little discount.
Look at the cut's still there. McIver.
I wasn't going to go anywhere. It's not Wolverine.
Ran dang, someone to watch.
Damn, bro.
Jesus. Quick fire quiz. What flag is that?
Isn't that one of the Sudans? North or south? Hey, do you know?
No. What made you think I had the answer?
Well, because I thought you were testing me.
No, it's I.
And you just wanted to get me getting it wrong.
I look at you as the smart guy.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
don't do that. I'm not bad with my geography. Is that what we're looking at? I reckon I'm right.
Yeah. Yeah. What
Go
is
me.
it?
South Sudan. Not to be confused with the North.
Man, dang. Just very impressive.
I just want to hear what he's got to say.
Yeah. Unlucky. Man, dang. Jeez. Everyone knows he got an amateur pro.
I think you just shouted out the Australian MMA podcast.
No. Oh yeah, Tom Pratt did that once.
He did. Isn't that part of like your...
Yeah, it's part of my opener now.
You've got your own special
It
Joe
wasn't-
Rogan by day.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan podcast by night.
It wasn't even
Joe by day.
a shout out. It was like a. I wish
Give me
the Australian
some
MMA
more attention,
podcast would
yeah.
like give us more attention. I was like,
Yep.
all right, you got it.
And here he is. Damn, what a way to end the prelims, man. That was fun.
Yeah, it's no wonder why it's a feature prelim.
That was
good. Keep an eye on that, man.
fucking go.
Ran Dang is going to be something special.
Yeah, man. Hopefully it is pro next for him. Hell yeah. All right. right.
brother.
I'm probably going to go prep for a little bit of main card side by the cage action here.
All right, feel free to drop on by.
I'll be back. This has been good, man.
Yeah, it's been a blast.
Thank you for the people who've been tuning in and giving the Australian MMA podcast a bit of love. It's doing good things.
Yeah,
I'm
they've done
enjoying
all right.
it.
Yeah, they've done all right. I've been quite happy. With it. Yeah, we're going to take a short break. Not me. I'm going to chat. We're going to chat to Josh Culibao in just a second.
Maybe try to wrangle Ben Johnston if you see him again.
Yeah, I definitely might try and do that. And then we'll go to a short break, and then when we come back for the main card, we'll see how we go from there. So,
hey, brother. Thank you. Thanks,
pleasure,
man.
Luke
I will
Trahair,
see you on the other side.
Eternal MMA Insiders, and where else? That's it.
Pretty much just about there. Apart from my Instagram, but it's really only the Eternal Insiders that really matters. You know what I mean?
Remember one thing we learned. He died and he came back to life because of an aerosol can.
Sure did. 9 lives, baby. Let's go.
Got it. Absolutely love it. Peace out, sir.
I'll see you back out here at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
That was good, man. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, anytime, brother. I mean live the whole time, so don't be too honest.
I'll take it.
All right, see you later, sir.
Wait, did I bring in an iPad? I did bring in an iPad.
Yeah, no, take your iPad. Take your iPad as Lukey Trahair is about to head off. We got Lily Hines, who is in the booth next to me. She's interviewing the great Culibao. Oh, let's see if I can. I'll see if I can get something else. I think there's Sam Dobb here. See if I can get Sam Dobb. Sam! I'm just calling out. It's very awkward. I will get someone. Alright guys, as I said, Eternal MMA, if you're just joining us or whatever is going on right now, that was the prelims. You want to grab a UFC Fight Pass subscription and head on over because the fights that are coming up are going to be pretty impressive. And I'm kind of join you and we can sort of have a chat and watch them together. We're kicking off with Liam Brewster, Yusuke Sato, Ken Viliamu and Osh Jackson. That's a heavyweight matchup. That's going to be huge. Alastair Volders, Ethan Mitchell as my fight to watch. Jospeh Larcinese and Odin Muscat. And of course, David Martinez and Brenton Mumford. And old mate Trahair and Nathan. Looks like we're going to come over here. We're going to get the Eternal MMA commentator, Trahair and Nathan, to drop on by. See what he has to say. Whoa, look at the cut. That is rough. Jeez. Can you send that to me? Actually, I'll send it to me. That is insane. That is one of the craziest cuts. You're a legend. That is a massive cut. That is insanity. Bonesy, Muddy Bones, come on in. Come have a seat. Grab some headphones, sir. It's fun. That's fun. It's fun. Muddy Bones. Prelims, mate. It's all about.
Oh! What is going on here? Is that camera on?
Yeah, it's live. We're live.
You're live.
We're live.
Well,
live on the YouTubes.
No, don't let me
Bones, mate. How was the first set of the prelims? How did you like it?
It was crazy. How crazy is the level of amateurs that we
Talking
have
about
in this
microphone
country?
for me. Just bring it in.
I'm not going to argue with you, bro.
That's right.
It was good to see that you've recovered from the hot wing eating contest earlier.
Yeah, we were talking about that. It was an absolute disaster of me throwing up, and it was hard. But you ate some hot wings too, and it wasn't too bad, was it?
Mate, I'm ready for round two. I'm pretty hungry.
Yeah?
To be honest. Yeah, no, I'm not. It was bloody awful, but the prelims were awesome, man. That Rank Dang is a scary, scary dude.
That's right there, mate. Did you see the cut?
Don't make direct eye contact.
Did you see the cut?
Yeah, it was like a Ginsu 2000. It was a big old knee, wasn't it?
It was
split him open.
Did it just slice him through? Or?
Yeah, grazed off him, blood everywhere. Look at that.
That's
a deep one.
That's a rough cut.
Yeah, we're going to need a medic. That's crazy.
As a man that's done plenty of Muay Thai and plenty of MMA, what's the worst cut you've ever seen?
The worst cut I've ever seen was one in Thailand. It was at Jitmanong Stadium, which is it used to be an old cockfighting arena. Not that kind of cockfighting, chicken fighting. And it's only inhabited by gamblers and some of the top talent over there in Bangkok. And I saw this guy's eyelid just hanging off. So there's like a flapper eye. He couldn't flap eyelid. He couldn't blink. Definitely the worst.
Oh, what about yours? What's your worst cut?
I've never been cut.
You tell me that's all natural.
This is, believe it or not, this is all natural. The nose has had no work done to it whatsoever. I know, impressive.
Wow.
Look, I'm not sure if this is going to work out for me, this commentary thing, so I'm just holding on to the fact that maybe one day I'll be a Calvin Klein underwear model. So I moisturise thoroughly and, no cuts.
So never been cut, though, ever?
Never been cut.
Training, anything? What's the worst injury?
When I fought Josh Della here at Southport Sharks.
Yeah, some people don't know that, but you fought Josh Della.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have. Fractured my orbital, broke my hand almost straight away. It wasn't a lot of fun.
Is that why they call you Bones?
It's not why they call me Bones.
What do they call you Bones?
So that's an interesting one. They didn't use though, right? So my wife is a professional fighter. She's 7-0 in Muay Thai, 40 years old. She's fighting for Australia in the Coliseum in Rome in June. WBC. Lani Bones Williams, support her.
Wow.
We called her Jim Bones.
Yep.
And I just got sick of correcting people saying that I wasn't Matt Bones Williams, and now I am. And I'm happy to be it.
So you
It's
got
better
a
than Big
nickname-
Willie or Small Willie or something like that.
You got a nickname based off other people's nickname, like someone else's nickname.
Much like yourself, I'm trying to ride other people's coattails to the top. I like to live vicariously through other people and just, mate, get in the slipstream and let's just see how far this takes us, baby.
Oh, mate, right, before I let you go, main card coming up. What are you looking forward to?
Yeah, the flyweights. I'm looking at Larcinese and Musket. It's crazy that there must be something in the water or something in the juice box of these flyweights in this country because they've got such crazy knockout power. And those two, when they're put together tonight in that cage, it's going to be quite something, I think.
Do you think Muscat can be a champion and you think he can get to the next level?
Yes, I think he can. Look, I think most of the guys on the main card tonight could, sparing age and circumstance. That, in fighting we need a little bit of luck on our side. I'd probably rather be lucky than talented in a sport like
What
MMA.
were you? Which one were you?
Well, neither. Hence the commentary, hence the nose. But yeah, absolutely. Life circumstances going the right way, injuries going the right way. Absolutely, you could see Musket on UFC card in the future.
Yeah, I feel like that some people don't understand that life happens as well. Like they're always like, "Oh, what happened to that fighter?" And it's like it's a big sacrifice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a huge sacrifice, man. Look, I had a short foray in MMA. Spent more time in Muay Thai, and when you have babies and you have mortgages and you have wives and you have a job. Yeah. I'm sorry, mate. Coming out live here. I'm a polygamist. No, I haven't. I got one.
Talk here be a bit like that, eh?
Well, yes. It's a small place. This here's my wife and my sister. Yeah, no, I've got a lovely wife. I think so. Maybe after this I won't. But.
Well, then when did you pull up to stop? Like, when did you decide to...
Well, I started pretty late, man. I had a fight in Thailand 5 or 6 years ago against a tuk-tuk driver, but that hardly counts. So, yeah, I started late and finished late.
Mate, most champions these days are doing that, so you're fine.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, except most of them get paid for it, Here's 500 baht. Oh, yeah, sweet. That would be like half my tuk-tuk ride home,
Benny Vickers! On commentary. Oh, wow. Look at him.
Oh, yeah. I'm also on commentary. What's the time?
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm beauty.
It's 7:52.
Yeah,
I'm assuming the way, if you get UFC Fight Pass, it'll kick off at 8. I'm assuming that it's every day. It's hard 8, isn't it? It's a hard 8.
The hard 8 o'clock, the soft, sultry towns of Matt Bones Williams.
How did you actually... Because I'll cut this anyway and throw it out just separately because people want to just hear from Bones.
Yeah.
They won't anything else. They just want to hear Bones. How did you even get involved in commentating?
Great question. So I had the night off from a Muay Thai show. I didn't have any fighters on it. My good friend Sai Naji, I used to have a podcast, an MMA betting podcast, and he was aware of it, Naughty Boy Fight Picks. We used to inform all the gamblers' poor life decisions, and he was aware of that, and I turned up to the venue, but I've been at a brewery all day, and I was half cut, to be fair. I turned up and he goes, "Oh, mate, I've got a better seat for you if you'd be interested." I was like, "Mate, show me the seat." And I turned up and it was at the commentary booth. So I'm going to need the biggest bottle of water you've got. And I got on with it. I think it was on Fox Sports or something. But that was my first kind of entry into it. But growing up as a kid, I was a massive fan of Ray Warren, the NRL commentator. Knocks on the door, no one's home, try time Thurston. And as a kid, I used to idolise that guy. And deep down, I think I always wanted to be a commentator, but never thought it would really happen. Certainly not in combat sports, but once I got on the mic, I was like, best seat in the house, love fight sports, love talking shit, let's go.
Well, you're one of the only guys in Eternal MMA history that has maintained a job whilst having a personality. And I don't mean that as a knock at anyone else. Or do I? No, I mean it in the sense of like you say outlandish things all the time. And normally Cam and Ben hate that shit. And for some reason, it's like you've been kissed on the dick. They just love your commentary.
Well, perhaps I have. Well, maybe there's some skeletons in the closet that no one else knows about, and I do. No, look, I know I certainly dance a fine line at times, but I appreciate the creative license that I've been given by those guys and the chance to be myself. I know not everybody enjoys it because you share your dislike in my DMs. I love you haters. Bring it on.
Oh, do you get a lot of dislike?
Do you know the most thing I get dislike is because I'm terrible at pronouncing names?
Yeah.
Like in that Culibao, Pop Hamill,
Luke
Daly, Dilly Dally, whatever you want, bring it on, Ballarat boys. I called Coppermel about 72 different variations of the same name in one fight, so I'm terrible at that. That's where most of the hate comes from, but come on guys, I'm trying.
Oh, mate, you're doing an outstanding job, and look, you got about 5 minutes before you'd hit off the pay-per-view, so I can take a piss, do a lap. It's an absolute pleasure.
Not at the same time.
No, why not?
No.
Everyone else does here at the Southport Sharks.
Let's see if I can get fired. All right, appreciate you, Mitchie.
All right, you're the best. Just commentary to commentary. Look at you.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, that was Matt Bones Williams now, if you might not know. Oh, Tanira, just come say, hey, you got a minute. Because you got to be out. I know you got to be out.
Can you imagine if Cam finds me sitting here doing this?
Yeah, he's going to be pissed.
Instead of commentating, what do we got? We got 3 minutes.
Yep, Tanira Nathan now, mate. Quick assessment of the prelims, what to look forward to on the UFC Fight Pass card, Eternal MMA 90.
I enjoyed the prelims. That last fight, I wouldn't say saved it, but I think it certainly capped it off the way we would have liked it. And I asked Ben that, I said, is that the way you would have liked it to finish? And he said, next time we're going to put round on the main card. So hopefully, 5-0 as an amateur, he's probably going to turn pro.
I was going to say he's gone pro.
I think so.
Who in the world would fight that man?
Well, no one wants to fight him as an amateur, and I doubt there'd be many lining up as a pro.
Oh, mate. And look, it's a pleasure to have you on. You're going to get rolling. Enjoy.
I can do that. It's literally gone. They're all gone. All right.
Go take it,
Good
sir.
to see you. We'll shake hands.
And
I'll go and do what I'm being paid to do.
Are you getting paid?
No. Yes, I am. And is this free marketing for you?
Yeah, he's going to put it all through the Star Casino. We know what they get up to.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Allegedly. Allegedly. Not that I ran a bloody news company. No, I do appreciate it. And if you're out there and you want to check us out. Guys, that was, of course, Tanira Nathan and Matt Bones Williams, both commentators for Eternal MMA. Of course, they are leading the way for Eternal MMA 90. Go check them out on the socials. It's pretty good. Prelims done. We've got about 4 minutes until UFC Fight Pass kicks up. If you're enjoying it and you're having fun, give it a little share, let us know, and whatnot. Hey, Nolan, what's going on? You having a good time? Yeah.
Are you live?
Yeah, I'm live. Do you want to come have a chat, or are you busy?
You can tell us who you're talking to.
Nah, it's a secret. It's a secret. They'll never know. I will have you on one day. No, it's been good. It's good. All right, guys, we'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll kick off the UFC Fight Pass card. Like I said, it's going to hit a hard 8, so that is about 3 minutes of time. Chat to you then. We are back with the one and only recently retired former Eternal MMA middleweight champion Ben Johnston. Now, prelims of Eternal MMA 90, mate. Just first of all, recap of what you saw and your team's sort of performance.
Maxi, I thought he finished well, obviously. Right decision, though. It was a right decision.
Do you tell that,
Yeah.
Do you immediately go, what do you do in the cage after? How's it happen? Do you go, I think you lost this, or?
Yeah. I said maybe a draw. If they decide to give him, I thought, and I don't know, I'm not a judge, but I thought, if anything, he might have got 10-8 in the last round, but that's being generous.
Yeah.
And I got the benefit. I got Nakia Melody, who's the refereeing judge in the corner with me. So he was like, no, I don't think it's 10-8. He's like, maybe, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
But I thought he lost the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, I think he had his moments. He landed some clean shots, but he just couldn't couldn't finish it.
No, he said he just felt like he let it happen too much. You know what I mean? And that's pretty accurate. It wasn't until the 3rd round where he's gone, I need to do something. You know what I mean?
And what do you do in terms of being a coach? Do you go straight away, here's where you went wrong? Or you just kind of, do you let it breathe? What's the process?
Depends, bro. Depends. If they're not ready to hear it, then I won't say it yet.
Oh, and you can tell?
Yeah, generally. Yeah, you can just see if they're if they're too in their own head. Sometimes it's sorry, I'll get them later, you know?
Yeah.
But if they're ready and they're talking and we're having a conversation, then I'll go, all right, well, while it's fresh, bro, this is what I think, you know?
Oh, okay, so it's there's some benefit to get it straight away.
Yeah, I think so, because then they can kind of make peace with it, because they're just going to go home and fucking dwell on it anyway.
And you have to talk about it Monday.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll probably talk about it again on Monday, you know? But, yeah, I don't know, bro, every fight's different. You can't plug and play them all, you know?
Yeah, what do you do with a situation like that where he's a very talented fighter, got a very good record, but it's just amateurs, you know what I mean?
It's just amateurs, bro.
So is it kind of, if you don't let him get too high when he's winning and don't let him get too low when he's losing?
Yeah, we put shit on him all the time. That's your job, eh? Don't let the head get too big. He cops it sweet as. He's a really good kid. But at one point he was 4-0. So it's just a running joke, 4-0, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't get ahead of yourself, but he's not. He's good. He is quite self-aware, and he's not he's quite smart, you know.
Is this your first event taking the? It is your first event taking the sort of fighter cap off. You're now officially just coach.
No, I've done.
No, but it's in career wise.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
Is it weird?
No, it's not. It fucking feels normal, bro. It feels right.
And no itch, you know,
Not right now.
Yeah.
I would never say never. You know what I mean? I'd never say I'm never going to fight again. It's odds are low. If I was a gambler, man, I'd bet against that.
Would you be is there a high chance of you taking a boxing or a Muay Thai fight?
No.
No, never again?
No.
What about pro boxing? You never went pro boxing, did you?
I wanted to. Bit of a funny game, bro. I couldn't quite figure it out.
Politics?
Oh, kind of. I don't know. Because I think it was like a curse. The fact that I'd done Muay Thai, gone all the way, and sort of understand how it works with aligning yourself with the promoter and you know, you can sort of get a long way by having loyalty, essentially.
Yeah.
I sort of, before I even started, I was like, I'm going to be the first dual WBC world champion. You know, that's what I, in my head was going to do. And then just overthought it from the start. And then, you know, boxing is just very different, bro. And I was like, I don't know, it's not exciting.
Really?
Yeah, it just wasn't exciting. And then the MMA is.
Do you know Isaac Hardman at all?
Yeah, of course.
Why do you think he fell into boxing then? Do you reckon that?
Oh, mate, I think first and foremost, you would say he's a banger. He likes to punch people, bro.
Yeah.
It's good, a head splitter. You know what I mean? So he likes to split heads, and I think the boxing, there's only one thing he's doing, it's hitting people.
Splitting heads.
Yeah.
Well, his rumours are swirling he might be coming back. How do you think he would?
I think
fare?
he'll do very well.
Yeah.
I think he's a hard man.
I reckon he within a year, he'd be signed.
Oh, fingers crossed, bro. That would be good.
He's young, eh? He's
27, I think.
Oh, that's young.
I think.
That's young.
Maybe he's definitely the good side of 30.
Although the last conversation you want to talk about is age in the UFC.
It's all good, bro. Nah, it's all good. I'm good with it, eh?
Does it change anything now? Because obviously it fell short with you and the UFC being dicks. And I'm pretty outspoken about that. I think the UFC made a fucking horrible decision, not at least giving you one shot. I don't care if you were the C side in a fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'd be the C side.
Just against anyone.
Man, I was like, if they've, you're just ready to take anything, eh? Like the guy with the milky eye, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Rakma
Shamantamalov.
Something like that. Yeah. I was like, oi, just so you know, I will take it. If they need a match in Abu Dhabi, I will take it. But they got their plans, bro. It's all good.
Is it going to change how you coach your guys? Are you going to be like, all right, let's go pro?
No, not quite. Like I said, everyone's different. Everyone's different. Like their skill set, their age. Because say someone's a bit older, and you would like to see them develop a bit more, you won't. You'll just go, we're just going to fucking have a go.
Yeah.
Because what are we going to do? Hang around and wait? Like that's. Yeah. Then you get up in my. I decided I wanted to get this good before I turned pro. And then that ended up biting me in the ass. I was more prepared, but I was.
It's funny you say that because it's like. I will have one fight before I'm done. Like I just will. It's a matter of time. Obviously, there's life and all that other shit that comes in, and I started training when I was 17.
How many years is that?
So I'm 32 now.
Whoa.
Yeah. So injuries and a whole I was a basketball kid, focused on that sort of shit. Like, do you know what I mean? I was more on that sort of realm. But I have walked into gyms type thing, and there's this thing of sometimes I'm like, oh, did I waste 15 years? Like, should I already be some sick black belt? But then I go, no, that was my journey. I needed to have 1 to 2 days a week training. Otherwise, I would have hated it.
Right.
And I reckon that some people, because you would have seen this in your day, where kids come out and they train for fucking 7 days a week, and they're 20 and they've got it all, and they burn out.
Yeah, I wonder. It's a really hard one, bro. I don't see that happen at 20. I see that happen at 15.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's like if they start when they're kids and they're going hard and, the parents are really, really pushing them. There's supportive parents and then there's the other type of parents that are just a bit much.
Yeah.
Those kids tend to burn out before they ever hit.
Do you deal with that as a coach? Have you seen parents that are a bit like...
Yeah, I have, definitely.
Do you talk to them about it? Or?
Yeah, it's a hard one, bro. It depends. See, we actually don't really push kids to fight at our gym. So I don't, we had that early in the piece.
Yeah.
Some parents that were real pushy. And then I just go, fuck, what are we, they're kids. You know what I mean? Keep them in the gym, let them enjoy it. We've got kids that have been there for 10 years, 0 fights.
Yeah.
But they're just still showing up, they're doing it, they you know what I mean? It's a hobby, and in the process, they know how to fight.
But that was my goal was I wanted to be a cool training partner. I just wanted to be the guy,
that's fine, bro.
In the corner, and just that was weirdly my dream. Because I think because I was around it, here's the other thing. Because I was around it for so long, I knew what went into being good. And so I knew early on I wasn't willing to do it. Where there's some people that will come along and tell you, hey, Ben, I want to go to the UFC, and they've trained 3 times a week. You know what I mean?
You just laugh at them, bro.
Where it's I knew what it would take to get to that level, and I wasn't willing to do it.
Fair enough.
So I found that's sort of interesting in itself, and I found my way to stay in the sport and love the sport, and that's why I'm glad you've found that next little thing, and you weirdly bridged the gap with being a coach, and now you just get to go full-time coach. Yeah.
Well, bro, that was it's lucky. It would be a much harder transition if I didn't have something like that to fully sink my teeth into. Oh, this kid's good.
Yes, this first fight of Eternal MMA 90 UFC Fight Pass. If you're syncing it up, round 1, 4 minutes 48, 47, 46, 45. We got Liam Brewster out of Ignite Martial Arts.
Is this his pro?
Yeah, his pro debut. And Yusuke Sato out of CMBT, I believe.
Yeah, I haven't seen the other fella, but...
Oh, he's fucking slick. Oh, he's out cold.
Nice.
Oh, my God.
Nice. That's good, bro. That's sharp.
Oh, he puts the sword away. That was some.
He's sharp, bro. It's good. It's funny that was like a closer range, if I'm not mistaken. It's sort of like a mid-range, close-range flurry, but he looks like an outer-range guy with those kicks. Yeah, I thought he just want to stay on the outside the whole time.
Was this? I'm going to assume he was the guy you were talking about when you said it.
Yeah.
Said he was good.
I haven't seen the other fella.
Liam Brewster's very good. Like that's what makes this victory very. Now, in the little bit of research that I did do, I noticed that Sato deals well with people coming at him, like with pressure.
Oh, yeah.
But weirdly, he's the one that initiated.
That's what I mean, bro. I would have thought he would just try and stay on the outside.
Oh.
He's got those. He's like a black belt in karate or something or other.
That is clean. And
nice.
Do you get that? Do you feel that extra love when you see a Muay Thai clinch? Knockout is like.
No, that's beautiful. Yeah, 100%.
Look how clean, calm he is. Brewster loves a brawl too. That's the thing.
Where's he from, Brewster?
Johnston Death Squad, Ignite Martial Arts.
Oh, okay, yep.
I actually talked about him heading in. I was saying he was one of the more underrated guys.
Yeah, right.
Like, you know how you have like a... It's not bad comparison, but how you have like a Sam Dodd, like those types of guys, like early on, where they're really good fighters, but they kind of get lost with all the headline guys, like yourself being selfish and rude.
Sam, he's... I was just talking to him before. His knee is just...
Is he not with you guys anymore?
No, he is, man. He is, but he hasn't been training for ages. He's just had knee issue after knee issue, which sucks because he was like in the Reds. Yeah. And he went, no, I'm going to go have a crack at MMA. We were just talking about it before. It's like, fuck, why did I stop playing footy?
Rugby union.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was talented, wasn't he?
Yeah, so he's... But, mate, like I said, fuck, if you love it, that's what you love. What are you going to do, you know?
It's another thing of why I wanted to bring it up with you in your next stage of the career is you don't normally see... I've seen a lot of guys, talking about being around 15 years, I've seen a lot of guys stay too long. And then, and not the UFC style of like, oh, he's got CTE, but like, oh, now he just kind of does a few PTs and he's a bouncer, which is nothing wrong with that, like, if that's what you want to do, but when that's the only thing you can do, it's like sad when the career ends type thing. So to see that you're going full businessman is... Well,
bro, the businessman is my business partner, Jarvie. He's out here somewhere, but he, like, it's funny because when I jumped in and went, all right, man, we're going fucking all in on... Like, I'm going to go all in on fighting. He went more... I think we were talking about this yesterday. Yeah, he went more admin. He's the admin guy. And then we've obviously got a mad team of, like, staff that helps him. And we've got a mad team of trainers.
Do you do anything?
I'm on the floor, bro, all day. I'm there. I leave home at 9 a.m. in the morning. I get home at 10 p.m. at night. And I'm, like, out on the floor all day.
Do you teach classes? Or
I still teach classes.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. But, mate, just think of the reps. Like, that's, to me, it's...
Yeah, well, I, like... So I've got, like, my partner's kid. He's 9. I forced him into jiu-jitsu. I was like, if you're going to be in my life, I was like, you got to fight. Yeah, you got to find something.
Yeah.
Like, her oldest boy, he does Muay Thai. I'd rather him do jiu-jitsu, but, like, I'm like... You know, whatever you got to do, you can pick one.
Yeah.
Even karate, like, you pick one. Like, and I teach the kids class, and I love it because it's like... Just because you give them back, as you know as well, but how much do you break stuff down when you're trying to explain it to like an 8-year-old?
Yeah,
how to like, and you're like, because you try and kind of just go, oh, just take his back.
Yeah.
I'll put your hooks in. Get your left heel, like, and you start like.
But they don't even know their lefts and rights. So I don't teach the kids anymore because that, like, if I'm going to stay until close, it's too much
That's
energy.
true, yeah.
It's too much energy, bro. Like, I can't do it. If I was doing the kids, I definitely wouldn't be staying that late. That means I couldn't teach the boxing, then the Muay Thai, then the MMA, then the Jiu-Jitsu, you know? So I just went, no, I'm not doing it. We got the other boys that look after them. They do a better job than me anyway, bro. I'm like getting more impatient.
Yeah,
as
you're
time
getting
goes
older
on.
now. You're now getting to that point where you're like bloody kids.
I've done my time. I'm fucking over it.
Well, now you're going to go that full circle thing to where you'll be able to deal with babies, but you'll hate 7-year-olds. Like you'll hate like the older kids, and that's when it really gets you. Because I got a 2.5-year-old as well, and I'm like, when is old enough for jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, that's it. No.
Mate, that was an impressive start to the card. Also, I appreciate you joining me, Mr. Ben Johnston. If anyone wants to follow him, hit him up on the socials. If you have to bounce at any point, just leave. Feel free.
Yeah, all good. I'll hang for a couple of minutes and I'll get going.
Yeah, for sure. Do you think? What are you up to now after your team?
Well, yeah, I'll go see the guys out there, like Jarvis, my business partner's out there somewhere, so we'll go catch up, maybe have a feed on the way home or something. But yeah, no, man, go home because we've got a big one tomorrow again.
What's your pick into this main event, David Martinez, Brenton Mumford? What's your thoughts?
I don't know, bro. I hate picking fight winners. I hate it, bro. I'm always wrong, and like I'm not too superstitious about too many things. But I feel like I curse it when I try and pick one. I feel like I always curse it.
I'm like a decent gambler on other things.
Is that right?
Like horse racing, I do all right and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, I own a racehorse.
Is that right?
Yeah, with Jack Jenkins.
Really?
Yeah.
You own it with Jack Jenkins?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
With a whole bunch of other guys. But yeah,
is that what Far Jack is? Is it a relationship
it's a Farlap.
Farlap, okay,
Yeah,
I thought
it's
so.
like weird. But yeah, it's this weird way to get into it. But when it comes to MMA betting, I bet like I'm like, oh well, I know his coach's sister's friend, and I know that he's been, and I always lose every single time. I don't think I've ever. I bet with my heart.
Yeah.
Like I'm the guy that would still bet on BJ Penn. You know. Like,
Fuck it, mate.
But no,
you're a traitor if you don't. You know what I mean?
But that's that thing. It's like that's why I'll never ask someone like you. Oh, you reckon Izzy will win? Like it's you have to say yes.
Yeah. What are you going to say? Oh, but I mean, you just got to back the boys anyway.
Yeah. What's the so as you sort of do this transition from fighter to coach, is there any moment, not like the moment of like, oh, I won a title, but is there like a favourite moment that sticks out to you?
I mean, like just the high of winning against John Martin Fraser was fucking pretty hard to beat, and then the same as the high of winning my Muay Thai world title. Those are the two, and the reaction is very much the same. Like I'm usually pretty like chill.
Yeah.
I'll win, I might crack a smile or just like one of these. But both of those was a fucking, you know.
Yeah, there's actually like I got randomly bored one time the other week, and I was like made like this like little highlight tape of Australian MMA, like just.
Oh yeah, sorry, it was a cracker, bro.
Yeah, and I like always include that because like there's this thing, and I know it sounds weird. There's this moment where the UFC looks so close, and it's like in that you can see it in that moment where it's like relief.
Yeah.
The dream actually might happen.
Yeah,
and it's weird looking back at it now, but like in that moment, it was like,
I thought I was
shit.
in.
Yeah.
I thought I was in, bro. I was like, that's what it was. It was relief, and then we're going the fucking UFC, you know.
And then it trickles out. But no, it's good. It's good. And like I appreciate you coming down and staying involved and whatnot. And so if you got to run, bro.
All good, bro. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you so much. Always got a special place.
You too, mate. Right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Johnston, former middleweight champion. Yeah, I'll be here all night.
I won't come back, but...
No, of course you won't. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Johnston. He's a great guy. He really is. He really is a great guy. I think it's a travesty that he never got to make it to the UFC. He really should have. He had enough. He did enough, I believe. And they kind of didn't pull the trigger because he was too old. And he's like 32, 33. I actually think he's like 34 now. But yeah, so it's like quite sad. But look, he's an absolute great guy. So former Eternal Middleweight champion, and his belt has been vacated, and that is why it's up for grabs tonight. So, but guys, UFC Fight Pass Eternal MMA 90 will be joined by some special guests real soon. And right now, watching Osh Jackson. Done a lot of work with the Tougher brothers as well, so he's about to head on out and take on Ken Viliamu. And this is heavyweight matchup is not to be missed. So get UFC Fight Pass. As you can see, Osh Jackson coming out, and 2 people behind him is the great Johnston, the Tougher UFC superstar. So look, expect a knockout coming. That's my thought process. As Yusuke Sato is just doing a quick little interview, and then we'll hear from him. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So guys, stick around. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Like I said, if you want to get involved, Australian MMA _ on YouTube, or as you're watching now, leave us a comment in the chat, or hit us up on the Instagram page. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. So Osh Jackson just getting ready. We'll be back in a minute. All right, we're getting on the way. Osh Jackson, Ken Viliamu, UFC Fight Pass, Eternal MMA 90. This is going to be a big banger of a card. If you want to sync it up, round 1, 4 minutes 54, 53, 52, 51, 50. Ken Viliamu has been around, watched his fight with Credence Anderson not too long ago. He's just a gamer, always ready to go. Osh Jackson hits hard, like we said. Osh Jackson in the tats. Viliamu. Interesting. Oh, big shot by Jackson. Sato, can you give me a minute? Can you give me a minute with him? I'll take a minute. Hello, sir.
Nice meeting you.
Yusuke Sato, just joining us very quickly just before you jump over. Mate, a very incredible knockout. Obviously, we're just watching the fights.
Yeah,
the fight after you, Osh Jackson and Ken Viliamu. Right. Now, mate, stellar knockout. I was here with Ben Johnston. We watched it. We went crazy at that knockout. We didn't get to see the post-fight interview. Sum it up for me. What did you say?
Which one?
After the when you finished and you spoke to the crowd, what did you say?
Oh, it's my day. This is crazy, you know? This is life. I say, like, fantastic day, it's my day. Like something like that.
And it is, mate. I won't take up too much more of your time, but incredible performance. What is next for you?
Yeah, I prefer to tomorrow as well, but I don't know. It's depending on the promoter. But probably next February in Sydney. Also next March on the Gold Coast. I love martial arts. It's been like I doing 20 years. I started karate when I was in 5, so I doing like full time.
How far away from a title do you think you are?
I think 2 or 3 more.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, I'm ready, you know.
Well, mate, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I'll let you go, but yeah, congratulations.
Thank you so much, brother.
Oh, let's go. Oh, it's Jackson. Ken Viliamu, if you're just joining us, Yusuke Sato, who just recently opened up the UFC Fight Pass card and he put Liam Brewster to sleep, who is an absolute stud of an opponent. So the fact that he did that, very, very impressive. So I think he should be quite stoked. So it won't be the last we see of Sato. This fight is absolutely cracking. Round 1. 2 minutes, 17, 16, 15, 14. Ken Viliamu and Osh Jackson, like I said, as advertised, they're just throwing heat. Nice little leg kick there. Jackson taking the control, just doing a little bit of commentary. Like I said, you do want to hit this up, UFC Fight Pass. Eternal MMA at 90. Both boys. Oh, cracking shot over the top. Viliamu. Jackson just walks through it. He's looking strong. Jackson walking him down. Oh, can't stand still. Viliamu looks to be breathing a little bit. There's a nice little left hook there, but nothing really behind it. Jackson looks a bit of a fresher fighter. As I say that, Viliamu cracks him. Oh, spinning back kick followed by a head kick. You don't see that too often in the heavyweight division. Very, very nice. But how's the energy going now? You know? What's to come? We've got a minute left in the round. Big shot by Jackson. Now he's got the pressure and Viliamu up against the cage. Nice little underhook there by Viliamu, looking to separate. Both those boys are big, heavy. They throw hard shots. Nice little combination by Viliamu. Good double jab by Jackson. Oh, spinning by Viliamu. Ducks under. Tell you what, Viliamu definitely knows that Jackson has power. He's trying to move out the way of it. Dancing around. Oh, he went from an Imanari roll. Ken Viliamu just went for an Imanari roll in the heavyweight division. Jeez. And he's back on his feet, and he's the one with the pressure. And that brings it into round 1. I'll tell you what, that is one of the most active heavyweights I've seen. Jeez. Nice over the top by Jackson in the Jitsi Club replay. Give him a little bit of a shout out. They're great guys. Stiff shots by Jackson. Nice body shot by Viliamu. Nice. Joe, what are you doing? You want to have a chat? All right. Joel Rasmussen from Southern Cross Combat, who just did a little
Rasmussen, but yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Well.
No, actually, I lied about my own name.
Fair. What are your thoughts on just the card in general so far? Have you seen much of it? You are obviously doing your own interviews backstage at Eternal MMA 90, over from up from Melbourne.
Yes.
How are you enjoying it so far?
I'm enjoying it. This is my second Eternal. Ooh. It's always nice when you get a chance to go to shows out of state. Because you'll know this as someone who you also do the media. I don't know if you know that, but you also are in the media.
Not well, but yeah.
I think you do very well. There are new characters. There are new people. When you go to new areas, there are new characters, there are new people. Especially, you'll know that as well, you know, being in the Gold Coast. You know, the characters in the Gold Coast aren't the same as the characters in Perth.
Queenslanders.
Yeah, exactly, you know. They're a completely different breed up here. But the fights have been good. The prelims were very good. The first fight of the night was barbaric.
Yeah, it was. You just spoke to Yusuke Sato as well.
Yes.
Who kicked off the UFC Fight Pass card.
Yes.
And flatlined Liam Brewster. What did he say to you?
He just talked about the fight and talked about it was kind of, he didn't think it would go that long. You know, he was prepared to go the five threes, but you can't really draw up a better pro debut than that, can you?
Oh, it's crazy.
No.
And this fight now, Osh Jackson, Ken Viliamu is.
Dude, it's so cool to see the heavyweights. It's so rare. I feel like it's so rare to see the heavyweights.
Oh, jeez, it's hitting hard. Oh, what a spinning back elbow
by Viliamu.
Oh, my God. Viliamu, you just can never, even when he's hurt.
No.
It's like he's waiting. I've never seen such athleticism. I don't know if you were doing your interview or if you saw the TV, but he went for an Imanari roll.
Oh, my God.
It was insanity. Ken Viliamu is a Viliamu roll. It was just, I really like it. I mean, it wasn't, it didn't go well.
It didn't land, yeah. But you know what? He tried.
So Osh Jackson, too, is eating some shots.
Oh, dude.
But I feel like when you train with Justin Tuffer,
you have to.
You have to be able to eat some shots.
Well, it's like survival of the fittest.
Sometimes not even the fittest.
Yeah, it depends on your definition of the fittest.
Just the survival of the strongest. But yeah, it's crazy. I love seeing guys like that. Like they're starting to put it all together, not just be like crazy knockout artists.
Well, that's the thing, right? And what's cool about it heavyweight as well is everyone has power, but not everyone can take a shot.
Yeah.
So when you get a fight like this where they can both take the shot, you actually get a chance to see him work, and you get to see him bust out Imanari roll.
That is very true, because it's like you don't often see, like, normally it's like one shot and it's all over type
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
So to see, both these boys back and forth, and then you get to see who is fitter. But I also feel like it's, with heavyweights, sometimes it's like if you don't get knocked out, it is who's fitter. Where this doesn't feel like that. It feels like both of them are in really good shape.
Yeah. We're seeing a lot of, like, the cage grappling here. It becomes that kind of war of attrition that, you're just putting pressure on each other.
Oh, big shot. It just feels like at any point they can get put to sleep.
Well, that's heavyweight. At any point, you know it's going to...
what a
big
body
flurry.
rip.
Big flurry there.
And then, that's what I mean. Eats it, turns it around.
Yeah, exactly. Engages that clinch, turns him, puts that pressure on the cage. Look at that good head pressure there. I'll tell you who I don't envy, by the way.
Who?
I do not envy the CMBT boys.
Why?
Because they just had a fight to win, walk back, all right, next one up, go.
Yeah, well, Josh Culibao did that as well. Like,
Yeah.
where he was out and straight back in again. I was like,
I do not envy that.
No, it's it just seems like a rough, it's hard when you get a successful team. And you just gotta keep rolling.
Yeah, and you've got so many people on the card.
Oh, we spoke about fitness. Let's see. I feel like Ken Viliamu is trying to set up the spin again.
I would love to see it.
He keeps kind of ducking low.
The spin to win would be crazy.
Well, it just seems to go well. Oh, beautiful head kick. What sort of a heavyweight can move like that?
Yeah, get his leg up that high.
That's crazy. And then he's just like, whoever gets hit, it doesn't matter. They're still sort of turning it around.
Yeah.
And putting the pressure up. Nice digging down the hook. Very very smart heavyweights as well. They're not just rock'em sock'em robots.
Yeah, exactly. You do see that. Yeah, that more of that skill comes to good short elbow there by Jackson.
Very nice. Have you ever thought about getting into commentary?
Honestly, a little bit. I'd like to. I did one of these on Southern Cross Combat for the Anthony Drillich Sean Gauchi fight.
Oh, how'd that go?
It went well. It gave me that opportunity to talk through the fight more and talk about what's going on. Ooh. And it makes you pay attention more, that makes you appreciate the sport more. Oh, there we go. There's a bit of swanging and banging.
He's finding the face of Jackson.
Yeah.
And he's just standing there, 10 seconds to go in the round.
Oh, it goes for that spinning backhand.
He went for the follow-up.
Yeah.
How is that man standing? Ken Viliamu is... I swear, when I watched him against Credence Anderson, he didn't throw... he didn't look that athletic.
Yeah.
He's, just throwing the kitchen sink at it.
Shows that you go into you can see that evolution in him.
Oh, it's very impressive. Look at that. Like you mentioned it earlier too, the flurries. Like I said, if you just join us guys and you don't know what we're talking about, UFC Fight Pass, Eternal MMA 90. Check it out right now. Look at that again.
Oh, dude, that back elbow. then yeah, he puts the pressure on.
It's good to have you thinking too. If you're Osh Jackson, like when you come through, you know that's like you can't get too overzealous. You know that's coming back.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like when a guy throws that many tools at you, it makes you think too much.
All right, third round. Third round? Second round?
Third round.
Third round. Like he's breathing heavy.
Of course,
but he's still moving.
Who would have thought it would have got to the third round?
Yeah, he's still moving very athletic.
Yeah.
Well, I think I talked about the Credence Anderson one. They made it, I think, to round 3 as well.
Oh, big straight hand there from Jackson.
Jackson looks fresh.
He does. He doesn't look like a man who got hit with that back elbow, does he?
No, he digs that underhook really well.
Yeah. Circles off the cage. I do forget that this is a companion. So, like, people can hear the commentary. I don't need to do commentary.
Yeah, we talked about that before as well. Is like...
it's enhancing the experience. It's not the experience.
So many times. So, like, if you don't talk for a while, like, also from the world of radio.
Yeah, you feel pressure.
Yeah, if I don't talk, I'm like that.
Yep. Dead air is not good.
Oh, he couldn't get him down.
Yeah, he got in seemingly deep on that single there, but good defense by Jackson.
Oh, those little short elbows by Jackson is... I just feel like Viliamu is in, like, great shape.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like he's heavy breathing. It's because there's, like, a lot of output.
Well, I was going to say, he's got high output. He's walking forward. He seems to be... And then he takes a back step as I say that. You know how it is. As someone who wasn't... Oh! Big right hand.
Over the top. That's what I mean. And they treat it like a jab.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, all right.
Back to the fence.
Back to the fence, back to the cage grappling. As a man who, who has worked in commentary at many a show, do you believe in, like, the commentator's curse or anything?
Yeah, it's weird. It's often... It's that thing of, like... The laws of probability go up when you look back, like because you're accounting for that. But yeah, so many times you say something and then they do the opposite.
Yeah.
Oh, that double jab to the body. That's what I mean. That's like not just like high level strike. It's like high thought out striking.
Yeah.
They're not just swinging and banging.
Yeah.
I think Viliamu might be winning this fight too, just with the cage control.
See, and those are the things, right? Like. Those are the little things that I think can show the experience of a fighter.
Yeah.
It's not all one in the stand-up exchanges. It's not all one in the, all right, we're in the center, bite down on the mouth guard and go.
Yeah, and sometimes you got to grind a victory out.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he's like necessarily doing that, but there's moments where you have to.
Yeah, you need to win those seconds that maybe some people think are inconsequential.
Oh.
And then he can still throw that head kick.
It's crazy. He would kill most men. Oh, his head snapped back. Oh, beautiful uppercuts.
Yeah.
By Jackson. Oh, back by Viliamu. I tell you what, guys, if you are not watching this is ridiculous. You have to go check this fight out. Is he like even that? Is it like breaking the wrist control with the knee?
Yeah.
He's like a very 67 kilo thing to do.
Yeah. That constant head pressure.
Turn him.
Jackson takes the center of the cage.
Oh, over the top. Oh, the old tuck the shorts up.
Yep.
Isn't that the old Mark Hunt?
Yeah, actually. The old Poirier.
Yeah. Viliamu's feeling it a little bit. Oh. Ooh. I reckon he's just, it's almost like he's playing possum.
Yeah.
I think he is tired, but he just knows, at that last moment, he's like, go.
Yeah.
Over the top.
It must be, a crazy existence to know, I have the option to just, go nuclear.
Oh, you mean to be 120?
Yeah, imagine being I decide I can make sleep happen with my hands. I decide that sleep's going to happen right now. I said you're going to sleep.
Maybe, imagine being 120 kilos and being able to throw a head kick.
I can't throw
an Imanari roll. Oh, good separation. I can feel a knockout coming.
Oh, Big right hand.
Oh!
Down goes Jackson, and there we go. Third round.
We spoke about commentator's curse.
Yeah, actually.
Jeez. Commentator blessed it.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful.
The beautiful going over the top there, over the top right.
Ken Viliamu definitely earned that.
Absolutely.
That was next level. Jeez. Very fuck. Yes.
See, and this is the thing, like, heavyweight MMA isn't the most common thing to see. Heavyweight and light heavyweight aren't the most common things to see. So, see, look at the sweat. A little bit of a...
I would have got knocked out by the sweat. That's rough. Jeez. Oh. That's what I mean. Like, it's like Viliamu had... Like, he looked very tired, but he always had power behind everything he was doing. Like, he always had, like, conviction. What a knockout. Nice. Jeez. He's definitely tired.
Yeah. Now he can afford to be.
Great fight.
Yeah.
An even better fight coming up next. Alastair Volders,
Oh, dude.
Ethan Mitchell.
Alastair Volders. I'm excited.
Sen
for that.
Kikembo's here.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Good old Semi K.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fights to look forward to. That's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
See, don't you reckon John Iannello looks like a child in the background?
Especially next to the heavyweights.
Yeah, he's a little baby. He's actually really good. I really like him as an MC.
Yes.
What a fight. That was very, very impressive. Have you ever spoken to Viliamu before?
No. Have you?
No, never. Hopefully.
I was going to say, I think you're about to in a couple minutes.
Yeah. He's. It'd be nice to get his thoughts on kind of what was going down.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Justin tough to have his son in the cage?
I think so.
That's pretty cool.
It's cool to have him around it.
Yeah, it's interesting in the sense of like what's next for him though. Brandon Perchik.
Ooh, that'll be good.
There we go.
I think that's a gentleman who is
I just made a fight.
well, he's trying to, put together a run. I think that'd be a great fight.
Actually, a great fight. I just thought that just then.
Yeah.
And it's a fight that, because I know Brando struggles to get fights.
Yeah.
And it's a fight that he can have and he's going to get the credit like it deserves. I think, what does that move Viliamu to, like, he's like 6-2 now.
Yeah.
It's like 6-3. Like, he's...
And a win for Viliamu there over Brando.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like, that boosts you up too.
It's hard. It's like, I was saying this to Brogan Anderson from City Kickboxing, who previously fought Martin Fraser for the middleweight belt. I was saying the middleweight, it's very similar to the heavyweight. Like, you come back, one fight, and you're fighting for the belt.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things. It's like, and that's what it feels like a bit with like a heavyweight.
Honestly, I feel like it'd be interesting to hear your thoughts on this. I feel like, especially with the UFC right now going through it and having signed so much talent within the last this year,
Yeah.
we're in a really big rebuild.
Sorry, ground control time. 3 seconds. Also, I feel like ground control time, if you knock the guy down
And then
and
finish
you
him.
finish off, I feel like that should count as ground control.
Yeah.
Look at those strikes, jeez. Is that 50% for both of them?
Roughly, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
51 strikes for Osh Jackson at 68 for Viliamu. Yeah, sorry, what were you saying?
I was saying, like, I just feel like the scene's in a real rebuild moment right now.
Yeah, because of everyone moving on.
Because of everyone moving on. So there's a real sense of the gentlemen who were left behind, who are still at the top, and now this, like, new crop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, very much so. Like, yeah, there's a few guys like that where they're, like, really good. Like bantamweight. Bantamweight's a bit thin.
Yeah.
And it's not to say the talent isn't there. It's just the guys that are, like, you don't have the guys that are, like, 4-0, 5-0. But,
yeah.
You know, you have, like I said, I was like Colby, and I want, like, Aaron Toe to fight. You know what I mean? Like, it's like that sort of stuff. But, yeah, I know what you're saying. And then heavyweight's, like, real weird. You know, what do you...
Like, I talked to John Martin Fraser about this. I felt after his last win, he was probably ready to go back for the title over Stoddart.
Yeah. No.
I was a little bit surprised when the Vendy fight got booked.
Well, they knew to. I think
they kind of knew. Yeah.
They knew what was happening with Ben Johnston. And then, Ben Johnston knew as well. So it's like he knew that it was like. So I guess if Vendy's in his camp.
Yeah.
Well, like,
it would. We've seen that situation play out. Not play out, but the prospect of it could have happened a few times.
Yeah.
Where, like, this is a number one contenders fight, but the teammate has the belt. Like, you and I have seen that happen a few times, like this year alone.
There's another situation that is going to be like that. Oh, Blair Bratag and Cam Roaston.
Yeah.
So, what's going to happen there? Like, I know that they were talking about Blair. Like, people were just, like, considering, like, oh, what about light heavyweight? Because hasn't Roaston fought light heavyweight?
He did early on, I think.
But it's, I mean, talk about thin divisions. You have to just give him the title, man.
Oh, I was talking to Mr. Duke Didier about this today. Oh. He's like, I want to fight a light heavyweight, but who?
Blair Bratag. Oh, mate, I'm so excited for this fight.
Have you ever thought about being a booker?
I think it's just easier than, harder than just going,
you guys should fight each other. But what if I really want it to happen, though?
Because even money, it's like, you can't even, like, it's not even just money anymore. It's like, so much other stuff that goes into it. It's like, but I like making it seem like it is really easy, and then when they don't make the fights being, like, this is back in the bad days of me not getting along with Eternal, but Ben Vickers once did this thing to me, and he was like, you don't think we want to make those fights? And I was like, it kind of, like, weirdly clicked to me, because I was like, oh yeah. Like, of course you do.
You want it, yeah, exactly.
Like, you're making, like, you can't just not make fights. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, you have to, like, that's crazy.
They can't just, like, and then all the fights happen.
Yeah.
You know?
What is, like, we're backstage at Southport Sharks, right? Volders has just walked out. Mitchell is about to walk out. Ken Viliamu won.
Where is he?
Because we are right next to the cage.
It's, there's, like, the doctor's room is just out there to the right.
Oh, so actually, okay.
So, like, everyone's going to have to pass each other.
Hey, that makes sense.
Hey, man, good fight. Thanks.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit weird. They walk in when you walk out.
Yeah.
Like, it becomes a bit like... Yeah.
Everyone trying to squish through, yeah.
Elliot Compton over there.
Yep.
A good shout out. We didn't even talk about this. The hot wings today. Everyone can see on Eternal MMA socials that'll come out soon.
Yes.
We just answered questions, and if we were wrong, we had to eat hot wings. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I nearly died. Did you feel it at all? Like, what was it out of 10?
I would probably say a 7.
Oh, really?
My lips went red and my mouth was really warm.
Oh, interesting.
But I didn't. I don't know. I don't eat hot food, so I don't have any, like, scale.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I don't, and it was a 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
I was worried. I actually thought you were going to pass out.
Nah, I've done it before. I've done it
passed out before?
Nah, like, I've done it before with radio, with, like, eating hot food. So I knew how it was going to go.
Yeah, exactly.
I told him.
Get a bucket.
I don't think Cam really listened, Cam O'Neill.
Or maybe Eternal. He didn't care.
No, so that's what I mean. I was like, he was like, this is great content. And I was like, oh, it will be. This fight, I am so excited for. Ethan Mitchell, Alastair Volders.
I'm incredibly excited for this fight.
I've heard that there is a good chance that the winner of this fights Kevin Culibao. So, a guy that just got basically fight of the decade, arguably won the lightweight title in some people's minds.
Some people.
And Ethan Mitchell could be fighting him next.
I know there's like a relationship there. I talked to Seb Saleh about it. There's like a sort of relationship there. But after Kevin's performance and stepping up on short notice, do you not think maybe he just deserves the title shot?
Oh yeah, 100%. But when I talked to Ben Vickers straight away, they were like, "Nah, we want him to get more."
Another one.
And I was like, "That's fair," because like, you know, you don't want him to just have this amazing fight and then throw him almost before he's ready.
Yeah, exactly.
But then again, the argument to that is,
look what he did
he
at
was
this
ready.
era. Yeah, look what he did at this point in his career.
Yes, it's like, I don't know. I think Kevin Culibao could be a champion already.
Yeah.
I think he's that good. And I like Seb Saleh, but I just feel like he hasn't had... Like, I'd like him to... Like George Mangos to come back and him to fight George. And if he beats George, then he gets, like, all the credit. Because a lot of the great featherweights are in his gym.
Yeah, that's the super tough thing. And another thing that I think didn't do him any favours was his fight against Dimps was in the death spot.
Yeah.
Like after the fight when I interviewed Seb, I was like, you had a great fight tonight, but everyone in here is tired.
Yeah.
You know?
No, very much so.
But no, that's with all the featherweights in that gym. You know, it's like, I did this a thing. It was before, I can't remember what fight. It might have been before the Mangos fight for Mr. Van Heerden. I was like going through all the ranks. You know, Tapology is gospel. I was going through them, and I'm like, every person he hasn't beat on here is in his gym.
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
Yeah.
The featherweight's really fun, and we talk about this as Ali Volders and Ethan Mitchell come out. This is my fight of the night pick.
Mitchell putting on that, he's taking the center of the cage, you know, he's putting the heat on a little bit early.
I just feel like Volders is very underrated, and I love Mitchell. I think Ethan Mitchell is like really good as well. Oh,
yeah.
as Volders cracks him.
Good straight right there from Volders.
Volders is just so calm.
Yeah, that's the thing about him. He doesn't fight like someone who's only had three pros.
And he pings the punches from his shoulders really well. Look how he slips. I mean, he's like Jack Jenkins' like main training partner.
Yeah, I've seen the social posts.
He rolls off that one. Good shot by Mitchell. Mitchell's quick. Ethan Mitchell's very fast.
Yeah. This is an interesting fight for Mitchell because, you know, you don't want to start a career on a loss, but then fighting someone like Volders kind of puts you right back.
Yeah, it's tough to be like 0-2.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like that must be quite. It would be quite a tough one as Mitchell up with the front kick. Yeah, because if you're 0-2 and you're that good, what do you do? I mean, Jack Della started like that, but it's hard to get fights.
It's funny how he's like the ultimate example. Like when a fighter is good and they start the career, you know, not how they would like it to.
Yeah.
I always say to them, Jack Della started 0-2.
Yeah,
like,
always say
first
that.
thing you say to be like, don't feel bad.
That's my favourite one. I'm like Jack Della.
Yeah,
Jack
exactly.
Della's on too.
The ultimate example. And I was talking to Robin O'Neill earlier today. Something I didn't realise. I think Casey started the same way as well.
Yeah, she might have as well. Yeah.
And
she
then,
got thrown in the deep end.
Yeah, and then she went on like a 15-fight win streak.
Yeah, it's the way to do it, eh?
Yes.
Losing 0-1 is the best base for MMA. Volders
winning out of spite from now on.
Volders is a very underrated grappler, I've noticed as well. If you're syncing it up, round 1, 2, 53, 52, 51, 50.
50, 250.
49. Oh.
Ooh, going up.
Oh, he gets the hooks in well. I like how Ethan Mitchell's shaking the hooks off.
Yeah. Ken is just to our left. I will jump out in case he wants to jump in a moment.
Oh, awesome. That's beautiful, actually. Hopefully we can hear from Ken Viliamu very quickly. Nice body shot there. Ethan Mitchell, was that an oblique kick?
It looks like he's kicking right for the hip, almost like going for like the jam.
No, it's like he's... Oh, wait, that was oblique, but yeah, that looked like it was like a hip tip.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I like the grappling entries by Volders. Ethan Mitchell, oh, nice, shucks him off and lands some shots on the way out. Oh, nice. Side kick. Ethan Mitchell's he's one of them kids, like, we don't talk about him like a Cody Hadden or a Colby Thickness. Like, he has trained for like a very long time as like a kid. Like,
yeah.
I think it was like 10 or something.
God.
When he started. Oh, beautiful. Eats a shot by Volders. Volders, did you know, actually trained at Team Compton. Hey, Ken, do you want to have a chat? You don't have to...
Jump in here, Ken?
It's like, yeah, all right.
Jump in, sir.
It's like,
That was real shit.
No, you're amazing.
My missus mocks me.
Ah, you're great. Chuck those on, bad boy. All right. Mate, your victory. That was one hell of a knockout. Why, as a heavyweight, do you keep taking everyone to the third round?
I don't know. I think I need to work on my striking a bit more, or maybe... I've got a lot to work on. So.
No, I think you did really well. Oh, Ethan Mitchell, sorry, we're just watching the fights as well as he caught Volders pretty well. Now, in your fight, Ken, it looked like you were tired, but then it's like you were waiting for him to come in and you'd throw some spin and shit, or you'd throw a lot of weight behind your shots. Was that sort of a bit of playing possum, or were you just tired?
Half bit of possum, but I could see him. He'd always just lunge forward kind of thing with a big right hand, and he always circles to the left, so I knew a lot of spinning stuff would work. And
talk to me about the Imanari roll. Is it something that you do at training, or?
I do. I normally do it on the smaller guys, but I just heard the officials say 30 seconds, so I thought I'd just go for it. Just win it.
Now, mate, I was just playing fantasy booking before, and I was like, oh, Brandon Pericic looks like a nice fight. But is there anyone out there that sort of jumps out to you?
No, I just love the sport, you know. I'm calling anyone out. I just love the sport.
But, like, anyone that, like, I mean, even in the most respectful way possible, is there anyone that you kind of have kept your eye on at all?
No, not really. But I'll take any... I'll take any fight that will, like, kind of get me to where I want to go. So
Where do you want to go?
Just anywhere on, like, global promotion. So.
Do you want to get to the UFC? Is that?
Yeah, UFC, One, Bellator, anything, like PFL, anything.
Oh, mate, you're an absolute gem. We've been watching you for a long time, and I'm really glad that we finally got to have a chat.
Thank you.
Take it easy, brother. Go get your beer.
Yes, man. Yeah. I'll get a little water. Thanks, guys. Awesome.
Thank you. Oh, beautiful. As I like pulling the seniority card for anyone still watching. Joel Rasmussen, who we just had, he is now talking to Ken Viliamu. So it's just cool that I get to go first. But guys, what a first round. I mean, Alastair Volders, Ethan Mitchell, looks like he had Volders hurt a little bit. I would have said it was kind of maybe all Volders early on. But then Ethan Mitchell kind of looked like he hurt Volders. Like I said, he's right back at it as well. Like I was talking about Ken Viliamu, talking to him, so I wasn't paying full attention to that last bit of the round. But looks like Mitchell put on a little bit of offense. He's so long with how he strikes. Both of them. Big, strong kicks. If you're trying to sync up, round 2, 4 minutes, 30, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. UFC Fight Pass, Eternal MMA 80. Check it out if you want to be a part of it. We're doing well, guys. Loves the little, like, oblique kick of pushing down on the knee, does Ethan Mitchell. Oh, they're just trading. Oh, over the top. Mitchell's just swinging. Really pushing down on that knee. I guess it's to stop Volders coming forward. Nice slip. Oh. Both boys sort of ducked and chucked. Ethan Mitchell's got to be careful. He eats a shot, another shot by Volders. They've doubled up as Volders going to look to take him down. He's going to be very careful here. He's not in too much trouble. As Volders fell, Mitchell fell to sort of take the Kimura grip, and now he finds himself in side control with Volders looking to try and take his back. So I love the pace. This is a very, very good fight. Both boys. Good defense by Ethan Mitchell. Volders looking to try and get both those hooks in to control. Nice back elbow by Mitchell. Keeps trying to slip it in. Oh, again. Ethan Mitchell's so tricky. You want to come back?
Yeah, do you want me to just come back?
Yeah, if you want to go in that green bag, there's some disinfectant wipes, just because the headphones are sweaty, and I don't want you to put on sweaty headphones. As both boys get back to their feet, looks like Volders is cut. Ethan Mitchell looks like he's breathing hard, but he's swinging even harder. Interesting. So, Rasmussen about to join us back.
Ugh. Don't want to get staph on my head.
Or the CTE.
Can you get that through sweat?
Yeah, probably. Volders with the easy takedown of Mitchell. I don't know if Mitchell's tired or not, or if it's just the way he's fighting, but Volders seems to sort of initiate the grappling as he has a little smile in the corner of the Team Compton boys.
There's a little bit of bloody sweat.
Oh, really?
On this. Not too much, but a little bit.
Ken Viliamu, he's earned it. See, it's not my first rodeo. Might be my first live stream. I was like, disinfectant wipes are the way to go.
Yes, I think that's very, very smart.
I also have water. I brought bottles of water.
Yeah,
so if you want a bottle of water, it's hospitality.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You're a very good host.
Oh, we should be careful not to flatten him out a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, he's only got one hook in. So,
yeah, and he's not round the neck.
He's got a quarter Nelson on.
Yeah.
Trying to control. I love Ethan Mitchell. Like, he's just elbowing him in the thigh. Like, he's done...
Give him a corky.
What else did he did something similar? It was like kicking the knee.
Yeah, he was kicking the hip earlier.
Yeah, he's just a very unique fighter. Unique strikes. Oh, stepped on the hand. Every time he tries to sit back, Mitchell does a really good job of rolling back and keeping his knees high so that Volders can't do what he's trying to do right now.
Yeah, he's got that triangle on one of the legs. I feel like you don't see the full Nelson that often.
No.
So when you see it there, like he had it there for a second, it's like, damn, man, bro's busting out the full Nelson.
He's going to be careful here. Volders is doing really well at, like, knowing when to give it up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, coming out of Absolute, they've got that such, like, a good grappling base.
Oh, yeah, with great Simon Carson.
Yeah.
He's got Semka Kembo in his corner as well. He's not putting... I feel like he's not putting a hook in now because he knows that Ethan's going to try and roll.
Yeah.
He sits through. Oh, beautiful. Out the side door. Out the side window. What a fun fight. Ethan Mitchell's so exciting. So is Volders, but I feel like Volders is playing it a little bit smarter than he has in the past, in the sense of, like, he's not that he's exactly wild all the time, but, like, he just seems like he's really disciplined tonight.
Yeah.
I'd say he's definitely got round 2 if I had to score.
Yeah.
Round 1, I was too busy talking to Ken, but...
That's so fair.
I think Volders got dropped, so...
Ooh, okay,
yeah,
I didn't see that.
So I think... I mean, I could be speaking out my ass here, but I thought Volders was controlling the earlier first round, and then I think he got dropped, so then I think you lose that round.
Yeah.
Because that's my... All right. If you control someone for 4 minutes and 59 seconds, and then they drop you,
at the end
and then the round's over, and you go to another round, do you lose a round? See, because I feel like you do.
You reckon?
Yeah, I feel like it negates everything.
I think when it happens is important. Like, if you get dropped at the start, but then go on to dominate the rest of the round, you probably win. So, yeah, if you're dominating and then you get dropped, it probably does steal the round.
It's true. That's why I'm not a judge. Third and final
Are you going
round.
to do that judging course?
No. It's nice one. It's hard enough being a podcast host without everyone trying to kill you.
Yeah,
Imagine being a judge.
That's fair.
Oh, over the top. Volders is very disciplined in like he's got like a little shell,
Yeah.
like how he walks forward.
Mitchell is going for those oblique kicks, though. You're absolutely right.
It looks like he's really trying to get creative. Mitchell is.
This fight does feel a little bit like that, a little bit like the loose, creative, I'm going to throw some weird stuff, versus Volders, who's, very disciplined. He's got that shell up. He's kind of walking him down a little bit, getting into that range.
He's just doing better mixed martial arts, I think.
Yeah.
I think
Beautiful taking
like
the back there.
Severely talented.
One
But
hook.
like, just climbs the
Yep,
back.
climbs and gets the body triangle.
He's so good, Volders.
Yeah, Volders on the back with the body triangle.
He's honestly like so underrated.
Just walking him around, just on the back, human backpack, Alastair Volders.
It's very Michael Chandler, Charles Oliveira. Let's see if he can.
The big back bump.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Neither would I.
I mean, 3 minutes 40. Ethan's.
That's a lot of weight to carry around. Oh, yep. Down
he's
they
trying
go.
to turn him in. That's
Mitchell's,
very smart.
Mitchell's
by
turning
Mitchell.
into the guard.
Very smart.
Volders kicks him off. They're back on the feet.
Nice. So inside leg kick there.
How does commentating something like this compare to, because no one at home, if they're not watching it, can see it. So you can't commentate by that was a good punch.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre.
I found that when I was doing the Gouchy one. It was someone came in the chat, was like, "Are you showing the fights?" I'm like, "No, I'm just going to talk about it.
Definitely not.
I'm just going to talk it as intense and as quickly as I can. I'm just going to tell you what's happening."
I get really weird when I get people in the chat. They're like, "Let's go, Ethan." I'm like, "Oh, all right, cool."
Yeah, exactly. I'll let him know. I'll pass it on.
I will actually. It's unfortunately not going his way at all.
Yeah, body triangle there from Volders.
I reckon. I wonder if he's exerted a little bit of energy.
Ooh, that right arm
with his super exciting fighting.
Mitchell.
Yeah. Maybe it took a little bit out of him.
Yeah.
Volders also looks like, I don't know, a little bit bigger. Ethan's so
He's
good,
a big-looking guy, but I don't think he cuts that much weight. But he
looked pretty drawn out yesterday.
He's a big-looking person, especially when he flexes his back.
Very gangly. He's going to be very careful. See how he's sitting low on those hips?
Yeah.
He's just very, really picking his moments. Oh, that back elbow. 2 minutes. Ethan's got to do something.
In the very short time that the 12-6 has been legal, I feel like we haven't necessarily seen heaps of 12-6s, but elbows you wouldn't typically see because people are afraid it will get called as the 12-6.
Yeah.
People are throwing that back elbow. I feel like it's really freed up people.
That's a good point.
To be well, no elbow will get me disqualified, so I'm going to just throw it.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's actually a really good point.
Because a back elbow like that, I feel like we wouldn't typically see, even though it's not a 12-6. Ooh, going for a leg attack here.
Oh, nah, he doesn't have the knees pinched.
No.
But he's going to be very careful because Ethan knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
But Volders is...
We can't see the heel.
See the left knee and the right knee. It's just not... They're not very pinched. Yeah, so Volders is going to dive straight in there.
Yeah.
And he should be fine. This is make or break for Ethan Mitchell. If you're an Ethan Mitchell fan, this is the moment. If you're a Volders fan, he's just hitting a tough shot.
Good jab there from Mitchell.
Smart by Volders.
Volders shoots in on the single. But Mitchell's getting those elbows in.
Oh, he ducks out. Volders knows when to go to something else.
Yeah.
He's very smart at adjusting on the fly.
And see, look, Volders back on that pace. He's all right, let's re-engage. Take a breath and go back in.
Final 30 seconds. It's a nice little cut on Volders. Oh.
Volders got Mitchell against the fence. Shoots in on that single again. Head on the inside.
Yeah, Volders just seems like a little bit too much for Ethan Mitchell.
Climbs to the back.
He has gone from the toughest 0-1 guy to he might just end up being the toughest 0-2 guy.
Yep. But what do we say? Jack Della started 0-2.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Good shot. And he trains at Team Compton, so...
Oh, God, what a gym. What a gym Team Compton is.
Well, maybe Oh, it's hard now.
That was a great fight.
That was a great fight.
That was a great technical fight by two young guys early on in their career.
It's kind of what I was saying with a lot of this fight is it's going to be one of those fights where in a few years you go, oh, they fought each other.
Yeah, what a crazy fight. Yeah. Check out what the chat's saying. Let's look at the chat.
Is this a casting couch?
There's no couch.
There's no couch. It's casting chairs.
Yeah.
And you're very close. It is. That was insane. Oh, it's Luke Trahair. Shout out. Let's go, Ethan. Our boy Mitchell was on. Yeah! People watching.
Luke was
Ethan
in here just before. How was Luke in the hot seat?
I did. No,
okay. Well,
no,
you know,
he was,
truth comes out eventually.
He's actually great. He's actually quite funny. Did you know Luke Trahair nearly died when he was 12? He had to get resuscitated.
No, that makes me sad, but I'm glad he's still here. What happened?
That's weird because I laughed. So, you know in high school when you're not allowed aerosol cans? At school,
maybe where
and
you
you go,
went to high school.
And you go like, oh, who's that bloody helping? So some kid doesn't cough. No,
we were lighting them on fire.
Yeah, exactly. So he was like asthma kid and literally nearly died.
Damn, that
Wild
makes
times.
me sad.
Yeah, wild times. We definitely will hear from the winner of this fight, by the way.
Yes.
I'm gonna pick that it will be Alastair Volders, but I think Ethan Mitchell has a bright future. It's just hard. I'm going to actually talk to Steve Compton, head coach of Ethan Mitchell, and just kind of go, what do you do? Like 0-2. What's next? Did you take a guy that's not very good to get the record up?
Let me check something real quick. So I don't make a fool of myself.
Yeah, 29-28 makes sense. Oh, wow, it's split. Yeah.
Alastair Volders picks up the split decision. You know who I would like to see Mr. Ethan Mitchell fight?
Who?
This was featherweight, correct?
Yep.
I would like to see him fight Jean Alexander.
Oh, okay, yeah.
0-3 versus 0-2. Two gentlemen who are not their records.
Yeah.
Much better than their records suggest.
Oh, that's a very good idea.
I think that would be good.
Robin O'Neill.
I got a question for you guys.
Let's go.
Do you want to jump in?
I don't want to jump in.
Oh, well then.
But I want to talk.
Yeah, they can hear you.
One, amazing fight. Sick fight. Alastair grounded it.
Was a sick fight, yep.
But is Ethan Mitchell the best 1-2 pro since Jack Della?
That's exactly what. Oh, yeah. So if you can't hear us, Robin O'Neill just said, is Ethan Mitchell the best 0-2 fighter since Jack Della? That is literally what we were talking about in the lead up. I was like, 0-1, Ethan Mitchell, amazing. 0-2, who's he fight? So
Jean Alexander.
You know that guy? Is that 0-3?
Oh, yeah.
0-3 featherweight from Ignite.
Yeah, it could be. Who does Alastair Volders fight?
Kevin Culibao.
Kevin Culibao?
That's allegedly. That's what I'm hearing.
Allegedly.
That's what I heard from the old B Vickers. It's very messy at featherweight, but maybe. I like Volders.
Is Alastair...
You're asking a lot of questions for someone that would sound like a great guest.
Jump in.
Alastair?
Yep.
Is he the next featherweight?
He could be.
His improvements each fight?
I'm going to quote you. Robin O'Neill says, Alastair Volders, is he the next?
Is he the next featherweight champion? It was a question.
Well, look at the stats.
God, nearly 6
Ethan Mitchell
minutes.
outstruck him. I know it sounds dumb. Like
Nearly 6 minutes of ground control time.
Keep in mind, this is more weird watching. Like, taking my advice on this fight is almost worse than any other time because I'm not even paying as much attention.
Yeah, exactly. You're doing a million things at once.
But Ethan Mitchell, I can't believe I'm spending so much time on this, but Ethan Mitchell is going to be the best 0-2 guy going around. I don't think he looked as good. Obviously, Volders is amazing.
Yeah.
But I really do think he beat Taser Malone, and I love Taser. So yeah, it's a weird spot for Ethan Mitchell, but Alastair Volders, I think Robin O'Neill makes a good point. He's 4-0. He's beaten Val Sharapov and Ethan Mitchell.
Yeah.
I have it on good authority that they're definitely going to try and make Volders versus Culibao.
That's a good fight.
I still feel like Kevin Culibao just needs to retire because you can't
beat it.
You can't beat like the Harry Webb fight. So
Yeah.
just sort of just.
It's there we go. Just saw a clip of it there. Alastair knows the fight I want to see.
What's that one?
Every time I talk to him, I bring it up. I would like for him to fight Marwan Rahiki. Every time I see him, he's like, "Don't talk to me about that. I've got things on, you know. I've got this fight booked."
That's actually.
He's like, "I know, bro. I know. Don't worry, we'll get to it." And I'm like, "Okay."
That's actually very good. I just heard. I heard the goss from an unknown source that allegedly, and you know me, I'm not big on rumours.
No, not at all.
Allegedly, Josh Kuhn just got in a fight in the crowd.
Cool.
He needs to come back.
I was going to talk to him before. He was here just before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was like, "You seem full of energy. I'm going to leave you be."
He's an absolute gun, though. He really is. But I think he's got a really great career in, like, tattooing and stuff. Like,
yeah, exactly. And it's his hands are his profession.
I didn't even think about that.
You know, he's like, "Oh, I just broke my hand in a fight. Can't book any tattoos in."
I did not even think about that.
Yeah.
That's actually a good point. Like, if you have like a really bad handbrake,
yeah,
like
you're missing out on doing tattoos.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even think about that. Alright, this is going to be. I'm really looking forward to Big Sexy and take a position on Australia's best featherweight. So someone commented, "Who is Australia's best featherweight?" It's George Mangos, but Bulldog. That's the last we'll be hearing of him. But no, that's truly what I believe. I don't think, going back to Seb Zale, who's the eternal featherweight champion, I think he's one of the most like unfairly critiqued champions. Not even by his sorry.
Who's doing the critiquing?
That's kind of what I mean. He's not. I was kind of underrated then. He's not. He doesn't get any props.
He's unsung. No, not at all.
I think it's because. Are you even the best featherweight in your gym? That's a question mark. Justin dropped the belt. Like, do you know what I mean? I love Seb. I love Seb.
He's going to give you the shovel. Keep digging.
But it's like, I don't know. What do you, I think Justin and Seb know.
We know who the best featherweight in that gym is. It's Alex Volkanovski.
Might not even be anymore.
Who do you think it is?
No, it's true. It's definitely. It's always going to be Volk forever. I don't care if he's 50. I am so looking forward to this. Jospeh Larcinese and Odin Muscat, God of War, presented to you by the man that works at the bank.
I dig this. I like the tie.
I like John. Oh, I'm so excited. Speaking of underrated, Jospeh Larcinese is, I feel like, one of the most underrated guys as well. Yeah. I think he fought... See if I can find it. Do you want to be my podcast guy? Bring it up for me.
Yeah. Google that, Jamie.
Shout out to the Anzac MMA show, who literally asked that question and then said, appreciate the answer. So...
Oh, well, there you go.
There you go. Jospeh Larcinese, he was... Let's find it. Who wins, Seb or George? Oh, I think George does. Sorry, someone keeps asking these questions.
Yeah.
And they're going to get me in trouble.
They are going to get you in trouble.
Honestly, say something controversial here. I think if George Mangos is going to cap off the most perfect career in the regionals, he needs to come back and take on Seb. That's my opinion.
That would be good.
I don't care what side of the fence you're on. That's just my opinion. I think Georgie comes back. If he wins, he's the best. If he loses, well, he's not as good as we all think he is.
Or maybe just Seb Saleh is that good.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I mean. Right? But we're treating I guess that's a good point. But like, we're talking about like George as if he's like
made out of stone.
Yeah, but Seb Saleh is. I definitely have not given him enough credit, and I always do this thing where I'm like, oh, if you have this fight and you beat this guy, I'll sing your praises. Like that means anything.
Yeah.
But I do get a bit weird like that.
Yeah.
So, Jospeh Larcinese taking on Odin Muscat. He beat Zach Gregson, who was pretty hyped up as like on the sort of M16 Adelaide sort of area.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. It was Joe's having a look.
Yeah, it's Ethan Mitchell.
Ethan Mitchell just hanging out.
A loss obviously never feels good, but
does he want to chat? I'm just trying to talk to LA Common. Does he want to chat? Yeah. Yeah. Only if he wants to. Do you want to chat? You don't have to. You mind, Joey?
Yep, not at all. Fantastic fucking fight.
Ethan Mitchell joining us now. Mates.
Oh, hi.
How are you, sir?
Good. Yourself?
There's some headphones there if you want them. Outstanding fight. Just pull that up there, boy. Outstanding fight. First off, thoughts on the decision? How do you talk us through your side of it?
I think anytime you lose, you have to take yourself away from the because your perspective, you always win in your head. Yeah. Like everyone thinks they win, but ultimately, I like to take myself away from the decision and then look back at it later. So
it's very mature. Where'd you pick that up from?
It's just not dwelling on the fact that I lost. There's always stuff to improve on, and I'll just focus on that rather than the fact that I lost.
Now, mate, I missed a bit of the last round one. I looked up in the first round. You dropped him, didn't you?
I think so. I know I hit him with a lot of overhand rights, and I'm sure one of them did the job.
You did very well. I mean, do you have phenomenal sort of strength and conditioning? You looked like not gassed at all, but you looked like you were throwing everything behind those shots. How do you feel fitness-wise?
Yeah, I definitely felt less fit than I usually do. And I think that's just me trying to ramp myself up. I was trying to be a bit more aggressive than my last couple of fights. And I think that made a big deal in terms of conditioning. But I hate saying excuses, but the 2 weeks out, I was sick. And I had 4 days off of training. And that's a really strong peak time, a week before the weight cut. But at the end of the day,
it's definitely no excuses. It's not like I've talked about so many times about how good you are, how hard you train, how honest you are. So it's like, don't feel like it's not excuses at all. Alastair Volders is very, very special, and he's very, very good as well. That's why many people are looking forward to this fight the most. So I think it's really, really good. I think you should be really, really stoked. Now, 0-2, mate. We talked about you being 0-1 and being the best 0-1 guy. So as the best 0-2 guy, now how do you do? No one's going to want to fight you.
I think at some point, best 0-1, 0-2, it's like...
You don't want to be the best 0-3.
Yeah, exactly. At some point, we've got to stop this comparison of the best 0-1, 0-2.
But what's next, mate? You rebuild?
Just whenever, whoever, as per usual. I'm always happy to just get in there, have a scrap, and have a good punch on, basically.
Well, mate, you did bloody amazing, and I look forward to seeing you back. I love having you on the show, and I love seeing sort of you grow, and hopefully we can sort of see you off into the next year. You're very young, you've got plenty of years left. Maybe that doesn't really help. It's not really a consolation prize, but, mate, you've got a really, really big future, and you will get your moment. I know you will.
Perfect.
Thanks, brother. I mean, you stay and you can watch the fight if you want. If you got to bounce, you got to bounce.
I'll bounce.
Who do you think's going to take this one? Larcinese versus Owen Muscat?
I don't know too much. I've grown up around Odin in terms of lockdown and other grappling comps.
How good is he?
He's good. He's just been around. I think he's quite experienced. So he seems fast. But I don't know enough about him to make a conclusion.
And what about with the main event, Mumford versus...
I train David.
Oh, yeah, of course you do.
Yeah. So
it's hard to ask you about it, because even like you're not going to pick against John Fraser either, and then Don Marfans.
You already know who I'm going to say.
How special are all those boys? They really are.
I think our team is one of the best in the country for sure, without a doubt. So all the people that train in our pro team sessions is just absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, it's really, really good. And can I get this right? When did you start training?
When I was just before I turned 10.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to know if I got that right. So that's crazy, mate. And how old are you now?
21.
Mate, you have so much time.
Perfect. That'll do me.
Take it easy, sir.
Thank you.
You rest up, enjoy life.
Will do.
Thanks, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ethan Mitchell, who just fought Alastair Volders, if you want to check that fight out. Of course, UFC Fight Pass, but right now watching Big Sexy Jospeh Larcinese taking on Odin Muscat. And look, this fight's very nice. Both boys very, very, very fast. Nice inside. All over the top. Muscat clips him. Guys, hope you're all enjoying it. Like I said, you can hit us up, Australian MMA _ on Instagram if you want to get involved, or jump on the YouTube chat. Big Sexy. It's a cage pressure. Oh, Muscat has busted Larcinese open. Oh. Looks to be a broken nose. Oh, Larcinese's nose is very bleeding. He's bleeding quite heavily. Oh, stiff shot. Oh. He's feeling it. Odin Muscat looking good. Oh. 25 seconds remaining in round one. You out of here?
Oh, we're doing it with something back.
You want to have a chat? Yeah, come on in, sir.
Do you chat with the losers as well?
No, I'll chat with the losers. I just did.
So you don't get stabbed. Sweet.
All right, with Max Davidson, mate. Talk me through your fight. Who was the guy? Who were you fighting?
I fought a guy, his name was Shai Krimitov.
Krimitov, okay, cool.
Sydney.
Yeah, that was this sparked my memory.
Yeah.
Loved it. Loved the fight. Krimitov was tough. What's your assessment of it?
I just didn't get going quick enough.
Just by the way, that was the worst way I've ever started an interview in the history.
Nah,
it was almost like, you're a guy, right? It's like, I watched your fight, loved it.
Yeah.
I've been talking for 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah, fuck.
So
yeah.
it's a real challenge.
Yeah.
So look, you had your moments.
Yeah.
I was talking to your coach, Ben Johnston, about it.
Yep.
As an amateur, I mean, a lot of people are joining the stream as we watch Odin Muscat versus Jospeh Larcinese, and we start round number 2, 4 minutes 55, 54, 53, 52, if you want to sync it up. But yeah, as an amateur, you've had a really good run.
Yep.
You go through a loss. What do you do with that? Like, do you just go, it's amateurs, or?
You just kind of, I mean, obviously you can't just be like, oh, it's just amateurs, because then you just get into a bit of a habit of being like, oh, well, fuck, I'll just go out and just fight anybody, barely even train, like just do that kind of thing. But yeah, at the end of the day, it is only amateurs, but I'm here to win every time. Obviously, I have my reasons why I don't think I won. Obviously, didn't I just didn't go enough, like, from the beginning.
You definitely don't think you won?
No, I don't think I won. I mean, obviously one judge gave me the decision. I think it would have been probably round 1 and 3, obviously round 3.
Yeah, you had that big moment in round 3 where you heard him,
Yep.
you're on top. Did you know that, sorry to cut you off, but did you know, like, oh, man, this is the moment I got to go?
Yeah, well, my coach has been, he told me in between rounds, he said, look, you're down 2, you need to finish. So I kind of had no choice, really, just had to go, throw caution to the wind a little bit. Got stuck in his guard at the end there when we ended up on the ground. But, yeah, you know, it is what it is. We'll be back.
And, I mean, like, you build a good record as an amateur. Does it go to your head at all? What are you now, 6-1, 6-2?
So now I'm 6-2, yeah. I was 5-0, and then I lost 1, and then I won 1, and now I've lost again. Yeah, before when I was 5-0, I was definitely like, fuck, I'm the man. Like, no one's ever going to beat me. And then that was definitely why I felt I lost. In both my losses, I feel like I've been the better fighter. But it just wasn't my night. Obviously, today I showed, especially in that third round, like, I had the ability to put him away. I was close to putting him away. I could see it in his eyes, but just couldn't get there in the end. He did well. He had really good trips against the cage as well. I was trying to defend the takedowns. He got me down, I don't know how many times, 2 or 3 times. But yeah.
Yeah, well, that's cool, man. And then where do you go through now as an amateur? You know, do you take some weeks off? What happens? You go back to training on Monday?
Yeah, I'll probably go back to training on Monday, to be honest. If I'd won, I probably would have had a couple of days off, just chilling, just like recuperating a bit. But when you lose like that, you wanna just get straight back into the gym. Like, it's one of those things where I just want to right that wrong as soon as I can.
And what are your thoughts on the card so far? Like, have you watched any of the fights at Eternal 90?
I didn't watch any of them before me, and I missed the Randang fight. I heard that one was a really good one too. But I saw Yusuke. I saw that one. That was a really good knockout. And I saw the heavyweights. That was a bit of a barn burner. And then Alastair Volders, I used to train with him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, back at Sassam MMA a couple of years ago.
Chat to him soon. Was that with Dom Marfan as well?
Yeah. I was. I think I was there for one of Dom's first days of training.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I was like a lot younger. I was pretty fat and chubby.
That's my excuse when I go, like, I was in when Abdullah Biada first started, when he was like 40 kilos. And I was like, threw him around.
I beat that guy in the gym.
You beat up Don Marfan, did you?
Definitely not. No, definitely not. He's been a weapon forever. But yeah, I used to train with him years ago, and then he moved down to Melbourne. Obviously, I'm out at the Fight Centre in Logan now as well, but we've still kept in touch. Yeah, he's a bit of a legend.
Yeah, that's sick, man. Oh, well, congratulations, brother.
Awesome.
Like, just in life, obviously you don't get the win, but the way you're thinking about it, I think is the best way to go about it. You know, the way you're attacking it. Ben Johnston says really good things about you. So look, you got a bright future, and
yeah, for sure.
And you'll be back, and just keep loving it and keep enjoying it.
That's it. Wouldn't want to be doing anything else.
Oh, awesome. Brother.
Thank you very much.
You're the man.
Thank you. Yes, well.
Alastair Volders after. Wait, Volders, don't go anywhere. We'll have Alastair Volders on very soon. He's going to chat to Rasmussen, so he'll probably be over here in 17 minutes. Love you, Joel. Beautiful body work. Odin Muscat. If you're enjoying the stream, 10 seconds left in round number 2 of the co-main event. Oh! Hey, Simon, want to watch some fights? No, it's up to you. Yeah, I'm live. Just, I won't ask.
How many people?
Oh, it's like 4 people listening,
Yeah,
mate. Don't worry about it. You know this.
They're all going to watch later.
Yeah, I was going to tell him that. Head coach Simon Carson of Absolute MMA. Your boy Volders.
4 viewers, right?
Yeah, no, it's good, but it adds up a little bit, and then I'll cut it up, and then I'll repurpose it, and I'll get a lot of it's a whole thing, mate. It's a whole you gotta get the bots. You gotta wait for the bots. Your boy Volders. What was your thoughts?
He did.
Use the mic. It's like you have your own podcast.
It's about the same viewers. Yeah, look, he did well. It was a tough fight, so probably not giving much there, but I think he could have made it a little bit easier on himself. But
You don't sound very happy.
no, I'm really happy he got the result. It was a tough fight. I think a split decision was a little rough. I thought he won 2 and 3 pretty comfortably.
Yeah, I think that was a bit rough as well.
Ethan had a great first round, like sort of dropped him.
I was going to say, did he drop?
I've watched the replay. It looked like it kind of missed, but El slipped, and then he ran in with the knee. That might have been a little high-ish when he was seated, heat of the moment stuff. But yeah, but that was he definitely cracked El a few times in the first round. So
Volders looked very
bit flat-footed at the start.
Yeah, but like, is he? He looked very disciplined in his like grappling. Like, he doesn't look like he gets dragged into a brawl. When Ethan, I feel like, could drag you into a brawl.
Yeah, well, I think actually him being cracked probably made him go back to being disciplined with the grappling. So being punched in the face is pretty good for getting you to grapple. So,
Are you happy with sort of Volders where he's at? Like, I feel like I was hearing rumours that he might get like a Kevin Cophamel next, and then after that, titles and stuff like that. Is he ready for that sort of stuff now?
Look, he's only young. He's only 25. He's only gone pro this year, I think, wasn't it? Or maybe the end of last year.
Late last year, yeah.
No rush.
Like, really? So you're really going to take your time with him?
Yeah, I think he's made massive improvements in the last 18 months, and it would be good to... Don't think there's any need to rush him.
Physically or mentally or everything?
I think everything. Like, I think he's starting to become pretty well-rounded. Like, he just had a fight. His last one was against someone that was a fairly good wrestler, where he was had to defensively wrestle and try and strike, and then now it was the flip side. So, it's been a good variety of opponents that he's sort of been exposed to. He hasn't had too many easy fights too. Like, I'm aware of the damage he's for a man with 4 fights. He's copped off. He got dropped against Khan Rickus. He was in a war with Panaris, Alex. The Val Sharapov fight was tough. Probably not so much in his head, but it was a draining fight. And then tonight he went through the ring. When he had his last amateur fight was against Moji Rabadi or something. But he'd had like 15 or 20 kickboxing fights, and that was a real big scrap too. So his last 5 fights, he's been punched in the head a lot. So.
Yeah. What do you do with that? Do you kind of say just rest it out?
Yeah, he's not really been. Tonight was the closest to him being dropped. So he's not showing like any signs of. Actually, talking to him, maybe he is. You've seen him on the mic. Maybe he's showing signs of.
What about talking to like because you see him with? I feel like Jack Jenkins is a good measuring stick. So at training and stuff, do you see him and go, "Oh, okay, well maybe you're this," or is that just training and you can't compare it?
No, you can. And being realistic, there's a store. I heard you interview Al and say, if you do 100 rounds with Jack, surely you're not losing all of them. Well, sorry, Al. I haven't seen too many.
But it's like, like when like the guys at freestyle, and then you got Volk there, and I'm like,
I don't reckon Volk drops many at freestyle either.
He drops a single,
not unless he
like
wants
not a
to.
single round.
No.
I just can't see it. It's like, because why would they still train there?
Well, because that's. I think it's also okay to lose to that guy. You know what I mean? It's when the guy from just come out of the intro class beat you. That's where you want to quit.
Yeah, but what does Volk get out of it then?
What's that?
Like, what does Volk get out of?
If you're the best in your world at that weight class, who does beat you?
I guess you just have to have fresh guys.
Yeah, you beat people with fatigue. Like, you put them into a shark tank. I'm sure you'll get Al in a shark tank where Jack's got 4 people going.
That's
back
the
to
round.
back.
That's the round to do.
And that's the one you. Oh, hello.
Larcinese is going to get it over Odin Muscat.
Holy shit.
He's
done.
Oh, that is deep.
No.
No, he's rolling. He's turning in.
No.
I feel like Larcinese is very underrated.
To be fair, I don't know much about him. Like,
that's why. It's like he's just been that guy. Like,
how many fights has he had?
2 pro.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, Odin Muscat.
Odin's a killer.
Yeah, everyone's very high on him. Yeah. I mean, when you got a name like the God of War, like you've got to, you got to bring a little something. Oh, he looks tired.
Yeah. And the other guy looks fresh. I don't even want to try and say his name, but
Big Sexy.
Is that anybody?
That's actually his nickname.
No.
What's while I've got you here and you can't speak out of turn because you're live? Anything for Luciano or Jenkins?
Negative. We've been promised Sydney for Jenko. That was a very big shorts grab. He gave him a massive wedgie. Oh, hello.
He's raining it down. Yeah, he's got 30 seconds to work.
I haven't seen who won the first two. Did Odin win?
I'm
Oh,
not too
fuck.
sure, to be honest. He might win the third. Oh, he got him!
Holy shit.
Larcinese just got him.
I did not.
Jesus. God of War.
Holy shit. Was he 2-0?
He knows 3-0.
Oh, fuck.
Big sexy. I'll tell you what, he might have a date with either Drillich or Jankowski. Josh Culibao. Jesus! All right, Volders, coming in. Can you coach out?
Yeah.
It was great. It was a good chat.
Yeah,
I love having chat. My mum and my sister watching loved it.
Yeah. Oh, Mrs.
Mr. Alastair Volders, you coach Simon Carson. We just chatted to him. He didn't seem that stoked with your victory.
Yeah, it's what he does, you know. He keeps us humble.
How was it? How do you feel like you went out there, brother?
I feel like I went all right, you know. Definitely not my best performance, but it is what it is, you know. Sometimes we don't always show up and put on a great show, like a stand-up performance, like we're expecting. But yeah, tough fight, but I got it done. That's all that matters.
Is it hard going up against a guy like Ethan Mitchell who's like 0-1, and it's like, you know, there's a lot of pressure?
Yeah, definitely, you know, and he's a lot better than what his record suggests, but it is like that, you know. The last dude I fought Val, he was 3-0, and the whole camp I was like super motivated, like I'm going to take that away from him, I'm going to be the first one to finish him. And for Ethan, it was like, oh, you know, tough fight, but I wasn't...
Oh, it didn't motivate, like it wasn't the other way around.
Nah, yeah, definitely. I'm definitely a bit more motivated when it's like I don't know, like a taller task. And, you know, Ethan is a tall task, but that record isn't like, holy shit, you know.
How's, we talked about the first round. People weren't sure if you got dropped. Did you get dropped in the first round?
Nah, slip, Mitch, come on. As if.
And the oblique kicks, the knee kicks, is anything finding home? Did it hurt?
Nah, I just thought they were a bit dog, to be honest. Yeah, I was like, what are you doing, mate? Like, come on. You know, I know we're fighting, but it's a bit of a gentleman's sport a little bit. If you're sort of breaking them rules, no.
Was
all right.
Without sort of breaking it down too much, was there anything that you were sort of happy with, not happy with in the fight?
I wasn't happy with, it just took me a long time, like a little bit to switch on, you know. I think my biggest problem in that fight there was just trying to hit too hard, you know, sitting down my shots too much, being a bit flat-footed. You know, I need to work on just, like, because I can hit people and I naturally hit, like, really hard, you know. I've heard everyone that I've fought. So I just need to work on just touching, just moving, being a bit lighter, not being so focused on just, you know.
Now, I've heard some rumours that they might be targeting the winner of your fight for a fight with Kevin Cophamel. Does that interest you at all?
Yeah. I'm sure that'll be another tough fight.
And there's another guy that I'm sure Joe will ask you about. But is there anyone else out there that you want to get in the cage with? Sort of, do you want to rush to title fights, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll just sit down with my team and, you know, see what happens, see what Simon thinks. I was looking at that February card. I thought that looked nice, but I've just had two back-to-back, you know, really tough fights. So maybe I'll wait till March, but I'll just see how I pull up. I'll talk to my team. You know, me and Taser were meant to fight. We were scheduled to fight, so that's definitely one that I wouldn't mind getting back. And, you know, we've got the same record, so that could be a good fight, but we'll see what happens. I'll see what my team thinks, and we'll go from there.
Now, I was just talking to your head coach, Simon Carson, and he said that when we talked about, you know, when you have 100 rounds with Jack Jenkins, I said he surely doesn't just get you in all of them. You get at least one. He said you get none.
He's lying. Hey, he's lying. How do you think I got them takedowns out there? Been practicing on Jack.
Brother, you're the absolute best. I'll let you get a little chat with Joel. And if you want to come back and watch the fights, feel free.
Yeah, easy. Thank you so much, Mitch. Hey, Aussie MMA, we're taking over the game. Train by day, Australian MMA by night. Let's go.
Yes! He's made the intro. Thanks, brother.
Enjoy. Nice watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was, of course, Alastair Volders, and you just watch it now, Jospeh Larcinese. Incredible display against Odin Muscat, where he was, I think, in my opinion, definitely down. So to battle back and get the finish, very impressive. As the thing is, right now, We are backstage, and David Martinez is getting ready to walk out for the main event against Brenton Mumford. He's at 170. Getting ready. Dave Martinez looking ready. What's that? Absolutely. Joseph Culibao. Joseph Culibao. What a fight!
Bro, you can't tell me that isn't like the greatest comeback ever.
Jump in. Have a quick chat.
All right. Headphone?
Yes, chuck it on.
I've lost my voice.
UFC fighter Joseph Culibao, mate.
Fuck off, Joseph Culibao.
Josh, mate, look, honestly, talk us through that. What was it like to see your teammate, Larcinese, down on the scorecards and to pull that victory out with seconds to go?
Fuck, it was like a movie. It was honestly like a movie. He had the rear naked choke like 3 times, and I thought by the second it was done. And then when he got out, I was like, fuck, that's over. Joe's arms are going to be cooked, and it was game over. And then, fuck, he finds a way to get him down again and jump on his back. Fucking hell.
What's going through your head when your teammate's down like that? Like, are you still coaching him? Are you going, you got to go, you got to get the finish?
I'm just screaming my head off at that point, like literally just probably not making much sense, and I'm just fucking losing and just telling him he's got to go, he's got to do something, and he fucking pulled the cat out of the bag. And
mate, I was talking about him being one of the most underrated fighters going in. Like, he beat Troy Fumo, who had an amazing career like in the amateurs, and then beat Gregson, who was on a bit of a run. Odin Muscat, everyone was talking about being next level.
He is next level. Did you not see the whole fight?
Well, exactly, and it's like, so for Larcinese to pull that off, I mean, what is in the water at Eagle MMA, mate?
Oh, mate, I don't know if I don't know, when we were talking, Robin asked me about my teammates, and I just said, like, all of us are looking for a challenge, always taking hard fights, you know. We're not doing this for the sake of doing it. We want to challenge ourselves, you know. So yeah, fucking am I allowed to swear on this?
Yeah, fucking do whatever you want.
But yeah, just fucking we just go for gold, you know. We always challenge ourselves, and whatever comes.
You always seem somewhat emotional.
Oh man, it's just when you train with these boys day in and day out, and you see how much they sacrifice and put into it. It's and I was also at that, you know, I was doing this too as well, and you get to see, like, you know, a little gleam of yourself in them when they do something like this, you know. So you obviously just want the best for him, and he's a really, really good kid inside and outside of the cage, so I just obviously want the best for him.
And with stuff like that, is it quite humbling to go, you know, you've got a nice little UFC career for yourself, which will last, you know, for a very long time, and you've already been there for a very long time. Is it kind of humbling to come back at this level, and at the Eternal level, and see your teammates start to flourish?
Of course. I feel like I gain a lot of, what is it? I don't know the word for it, but I just feel so much myself when I'm with the boys, and I'm able to give back to them and help them out wherever I can, and kind of guide them what I should have done, and what, you know, I just feel, I don't know the word for it, but I just feel like I'm just so invested in these kids, because I don't know, maybe I needed someone like that when I was coming up, and now that I'm in that position, that I have the experience, that I you know, where I've been now, I can, you know, somewhat give them some advice. So yeah, it's emotional, because I just see these boys train so hard day in and day out, him and his brother especially.
What makes him so special?
Who?
Larcinese.
If you see the amount of hours these guys spend in the gym, literally, they're just in the gym, them two just drilling one technique over and over and over again, then they'll switch stance and do it on the other side and go over and over and over again. And I don't know, these boys have always had a feel for it, because they haven't been doing MMA for long, and they just pick up things. And I don't know if it's their talent that they're picking up things, or it's them just fucking being in the gym for hours on end. Like, I'll do a morning session in the morning at like 9 o'clock. I'll come back at like 4 o'clock, and they're still in the gyms. Like, they haven't left the gym. And I'm like, fuck. Go home.
Oh, mate, before I let you go, what's happening with you? When's your next fight? What are you hearing? Oh, you got something. He's got something.
No, I got nothing. We will hopefully be Sydney, but right now, just prepping for Sydney as if I got something for Sydney. I'm not pulling. I'm not pulling your leg here. I genuinely don't have anything yet, and you'd be the last person. No. All right, I want to watch this one. Leave me alone.
Yeah, fucking hell. This is gonna be a good fight, man.
Let's go.
I love it. That is better. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Josh Culibao. Gotta love him. The smiling assassin David Martinez getting ready for the main event. Oh, you gotta love it. David Martinez going up from lightweight to welterweight after many troubles in the sort of lightweight cutting area. So, it's good to see him finally make the weight very easily at 170, and he's a very talented guy. He's like cream of the crop when it comes to mixed martial artists. So, well, it's his chance at redemption, I'd say, Mr. Martinez. And I'm watching Brenton Mumford gear up and getting ready to go. And this could be a very interesting fight. Brenton Mumford making his way to the cage after 3 years out of the cage. Recently retired former champion. Moments away before the main event, UFC Fight Pass, Eternal MMA 90. We'll see who else drops in soon. It's a very busy time backstage at Southport Sharks in the Gold Coast. Brenton Mumford taking on David Martinez. Mumford, 6 years the elder of Martinez. Martinez has beaten Mumford before in their previous matchup by rear naked choke. So it'll be very interesting to see how this bout goes. If you're the bookies, you have to say it is probably heading Martinez's way. But Mumford definitely has the ability, definitely has the skills. Can he turn back the clock? Show be the old Mumford and stop Martinez. Oh, Martinez. David Martinez.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, you back?
Yeah, well, they're doing medicals on Joe.
Love it.
So might as well chat some shit.
Love it.
All right.
UFC fighter.
Predictions, Mitch. I know you're a fence sitter.
No, I'm not a fence sitter. I reckon Martinez, I think he has the upper hand. Look, Mumford's huge.
That's a fence sitting right now.
No, but I reckon Martinez is just going to be too good in the grappling exchange, to be honest. And I think 3 years is a long time out of the cage for Mr. Mumford.
But he's been training.
Look how much bigger than him, though, he looks.
Who?
Like
Mumford?
Mumford, yeah.
He's huge, mate.
What are your thoughts, Mr. Fence sitter?
I'm not a fence sitter. There's something about David that I just don't like. I don't know
personally?
what it is. But not personally. I've never met him personally. I just don't.
Oh, fuck! David! He's got underrated hands. Josh, he's got underrated hands.
Yes.
David clipped him.
And now he goes back to this suffocating style. I think this is the reason why I don't like him. This, and he's literally always smiling.
But he's just a happy guy.
I hate his happiness.
You're the same guy. You're smiling all the time. What do you mean?
I don't know. I feel like I swear I've seen one of his fights where he's lost and he's gotten up and he's running around. He does like a Clay Guida. He gets up and runs around and he's smiling, high-fiving everyone. I go, bro, you just lost. Like,
how can a positive guy hate a positive guy?
Because I'm that guy. You're taking my
Taking everything I work for.
You're taking my token smiley guy. You know, I'm the token smiley guy. Don't take that.
But this is exactly where I thought the fight would end up.
Yeah. But I didn't expect Brendan to be rocked first.
Oh no, that was. I guess everyone underrates his striking too.
Yeah.
So I don't think they respect it at all. He's just so suffocating, that same style.
And now that he's fighting up a weight, he's got extra weight to just play around with now.
Yeah, he wouldn't have gone through anything close to the weight cut he goes at 55.
Oh well, he never made it, did he?
So you hear what Blake Richardson said? He goes,
What's that?
His fourth fight at welterweight, but this time he's supposed to.
I don't know. I feel like that's energy spent for just those couple elbows.
But do you even try and get up with David? Like, you know?
What am I going to do? Let him just dry hump me from now on? My God.
Oh, see, he's got them elbows from Don Marfan. I swear he never used to use them. And now he just does a little bit of Team Compton and he gets violent.
Well, he trains with Team Compton.
Like kind of a little bit of cross training. Still Ignite and stuff, but does a little bit of training with him.
Here's the man. Do you want to speak to the man himself?
Yeah, he's got to do that chat first. But take priority, boy.
The man himself.
Oh, he's cranking it. Turn him. You reckon it's just going to be this for 5 more rounds?
Nah, he's going to sub him.
You reckon?
Brenton will get tired, I think, with this type of start.
Oh!
Yeah. Fuck.
Did he just throw the fight? What was that?
Fuck.
What happened? Must have been hurt? Cranked?
I don't know. That's some underrated squeeze then.
That was... Hey, I mean, credit where credit's due, though. David Martinez back to doing David Martinez things.
I think he stay at welterweight then. If he's did it like that, stay at welterweight.
You reckon?
Yeah, why not? He's not making lightweight. Unless there's a super lightweight.
I think the plan is they want to go super lightweight and back to... Because he's finally got a nutritionist. So he's going to go super lightweight back to lightweight. Oh, that's the classic Brenton Mumford.
Bang! And then he got too excited. Bang!
Oh!
Too excited.
Jeez. I want to see what happened here on this.
Nah, that wasn't on. It wasn't that.
Nah, but what do you think happened? What do you think you got him on? Like,
head on? Yeah, here. Here. Look, the shoulder's already choking him. Like, the choke's already on now, and now he's just dropped his weight on him. Oh, he did a big bridge, and...
But he's got his arm down. Yeah, wow, that squeeze must be wild for Martinez.
Fuck.
But how do you think he goes? Martinez goes against like an Alden Bates or like do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
You're saying Brenton's big, and then you think about those guys.
It's like, is David really at welterweight? He's doing his, he's happy. Are you mad?
Nah, because Brenton's not normally like that.
No, but Martinez looks kind of happy.
He actually looks more upset than Brenton.
You know that medal is, for some reason he wears it, this is the story, that it's like a 4-year-old medal that he got 2 years ago for losing, and Eternal took ages to give it to him, so now he wears it every time.
Oh.
Weirdo.
He just wants to remind himself of the feeling of the loss.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's going to be interesting to see what he does next.
What's the future hold for him?
Do you think he can go to the next level, Martinez?
Of course he can. Why not? Do you want to speak to Joe?
Yeah, if he's got time.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Joe, you right to do a quick one? See? I
Hey!
look up to you. I'll give you the man of the hour.
Thank you.
Just hope it doesn't hurt his head.
Well, speaking of hurting your head, Jospeh Larcinese made one of the most incredible comebacks. How did it feel when you were in there? You just have a look at your face.
That's the first time I've seen myself. I'm gonna blow it up in the big
you look
screen.
good. You look good. You look handsome. Talk us through it, mate. I mean, obviously that was a storybook movie style ending comeback. How's it feel?
It feels great. I mean, I had to dig deep to somewhere where it's very hard to dig to, and you can see my emotions at the end, and just you don't really know who you are in like a fight like that or a moment like that at the very end. I think I went for the sub a total of 3 times, and each time I'm squeezing, and it's just slipping. I'm like, no, is there 1 minute left? And like dig, I just know never give up. And in a fight like that, I'll be honest, if you question giving up several times, then I think everyone does when they go through something like that. And every single time I said, all right, one more shot. Let's go, one more.
And at any moment, did you feel like, was there a specific time where you think, man, I'm done?
Yeah, several of them. Like my body was aching. He kept landing teeps down the middle. It's irritating you. Makes you second guess yourself if you can go in. Like, do I need to recover for a couple more seconds? And every time I go in, he's landing these big shots for a flyweight. And I know I hit hard, and I guess I maybe found someone else that hits an equal power to me. And it was interesting, man. He busted my nose up, gave me a bit of 2 stun. I never got rocked. Like, I'll admit if I get rocked, but it wasn't a rock. I did get stunned a little bit.
You've been very underrated, I feel like, your entire pro career. Do you feel like this finally lets everyone know just who Jospeh Larcinese is?
I feel like I'm a dark horse of the division. I did so well in my fights. I fought tough guys. I fought a bantamweight before. Now I've had 7 fights, and 5 of them are finishes in total from my amateur to pro, and I haven't been defeated. And I know they'll look at my record and they'll be like, oh, Odin must get like 1-0. But then this guy came off 3 knockouts.
Oh, everyone thought he was going to be a superstar.
Yeah, against all these guys that, you yourself hype up so much, and I never get even a glance at in the Australian media. And I was like, this fight, I was planning on putting a big statement. I guess I did a different type of statement in this fight. But yeah, I'm hoping to get my respect, and I am coming for that title, and I will earn my title shot one way or the other.
Well, brother, I mean, congratulations. Obviously, a lot of people want to chat to you, so I won't hold you too much longer. But who do you want next? I feel like you've actually earned a Jankowski sort of winner, a Drillich sort of fight next. I feel like you've earned that. What do you want next?
Well, I want to enjoy Christmas. But, man, yeah, last Christmas I didn't get to eat any food because I was getting matched up in Eternal and they kept pushing back. I actually got matched up with Odin for my last fight, but he didn't have enough time to get ready or something like that. Something weird happened. He pulled out and I got Zach instead. Look, I'll fight anyone. I need to get better, I think. I do so well, in sparring. It's just maybe Odin was my counterpart or something. I don't know. Look, I want to fight anyone. I like different styles. I'm trying to build my career, and I wouldn't mind a southpaw. I wouldn't mind another grappler. Just give me different looks and keep giving them in because I want to get to the UFC.
And finally, actually, before I let you go, Josh Culibao got so emotional when talking about it. Can you talk about that relationship you have with him?
Josh is like my big brother, teddy bear type of guy. He brought me in the gym. Him and Alan, they pushed me for my start of my fight. I remember just joining, being like, yeah, I want to fight. And like, okay. And all this stuff happened. Next week, 2 weeks later, I'm getting offered a fight when no one in the gym was allowed to do MMA. We all had to pass like a syllabus, but I joined up 2 weeks, and these guys they talked to coach, and then coach took me in the cage. He's like, "Are you ready?" And then these guys, I look up to them. I watch everything they do. I try to emulate how hard they train. I try to push them myself. And yeah, man, these are my boys, my guys.
Well, mate, there's no more will you be the underrated guy. You will be the appropriately rated. I will push you like nothing else. I've already said that you've sort of exceeded at times when people didn't think you would. But, mate, congratulations, and I look forward to what's next.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. On the floor.
I'll take it. Thanks, brother. I really appreciate it. Eternal MMA 90 in the books. David Martinez taking out the victory. We're going to hear from Martinez very, very soon. Tomorrow night, Eternal MMA 91. I mean, you got to be stoked with that excellent night of fights here at Southport Sharks in the Gold Coast. So hang tight, guys. If you want to stick around. We will be having a chat to none other than David Martinez when we get a chance, so just hang tight. Whole thing. She's way better anyway.
Your setup's for it.
She's probably got to get up early, you know. Just talking to the great Georgia Costi, who does Sunrise. She does those post-fight interviews. So, you know, if you want to check her out. Like I said, we'll be hearing from David Martinez, the Smiling Assassin, who's the winner of the Eternal 90 main event against Brenton Mumford. So we'll get his thoughts very, very soon. It's weird that you guys are hanging around, but I like it. I appreciate it. Hey, Mr. Doyle. Hi, sir. Mr. Martinez obviously showing off his striking. Oh, it's good stuff. Cause some shit. Come have a chat. The one and only.
What up?
Jamie Edenden dropping in. Me stirring shit. I would never
Where's the cauldron? Did you just take it away because you saw me coming?
Hey, I wasn't even going to post about David making weight until you like commented. And I was like, you know what? Now I'm going to do it.
Me?
How you going? How's your stuff going? Your multi-fight deals and whatnot. You're now a big deal.
Yeah, haven't you heard? I'm a big deal now. But yeah, it's going all right. It's going all right. Just waiting for someone to fight. As
I was going
usual.
to say, is it as hard? Because now that you're at Invicta, is it harder to get fights now than you thought it would be easy?
Honestly, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what's going on. I called out this girl, Riley Martinez, and she's got another fight with someone else now. So I don't know whether she said no or yes or fuck's going on, but they've promised me a fight for January. So you know me, I'll say yes to whoever it is at any weight. So
January, right?
yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Does that ruin
So-
Christmas or what's going on?
Yeah,
there?
it fucks me Christmas up, fucks me New Year's up, but that's all right. That's what world champions
That's
do.
good.
So.
All right, Mr. Martinez.
Come on,
Yeah.
I'm taking the spotlight off to Martinez.
Kick her off. Kick her off. This is must see TV.
Yeah.
All right,
The
Jamie
microphone
Edenden,
is yours.
thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Don't hurt me.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Martinez. David, let's go. The man of the moment. You look like you're wearing a dress. Are you wearing Brenton Mumford's shirt?
Yes, I am, brother. he personally gave this to me, man. And like so I'm going to treasure this. I need to get him to sign it or something. I'm getting this framed.
Mate, first off, I mean, how do you feel? Like, all the sort of crap is now behind you. Now you've just had a good weigh-in and a dominant victory in a different division. How do you feel now?
I feel fantastic, man. But I feel fantastic, brother. But like, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Like, hey, all these circumstances were the same when I fought Kappa.
Yeah.
Weight cut was good. And fight was good. Like result was good. But then it all went downhill again for me. So like, let's take that in stock and consider that, and then look to build on this.
Do you want to stay at 170, or like I hear a lot of people saying like, well, now you get some confidence with the good weight cuts, maybe work your way back down again, or do you want to stay at 170?
Look, man, what I want and what I should do might be two different things. Okay, I need to talk with my team because when the decision making is left up to me, there are some bad decisions that result. And it's about time I take responsibility for that and stop dragging my team down with me.
Mate, that's actually very profound by you. Well, let me ask you this question then. I mean, you're fresh off a very dominant victory. Can you be the champion at 170 in Eternal?
Well, do you think I can? Because I feel like I can be.
I mean, mate, I feel like you could be the champion of wherever you wanted to be. That's why I ride you so hard, mate, because I truly do think you can make it to the next level. I really, really do. So, look, congratulations. I won't hold you too long. I need to ask you, I've heard a story about this medal.
Yeah.
That apparently this medal was a medal that you got like a couple of years ago for losing a fight, but you didn't get given it until a couple of years later, and then that's why you wear it?
What happened with this medal, man? Like, I won the fight, I'll have you know. Like, I took it on short notice and replaced my teammate Ben Wall.
Yeah.
Now, I cornered Ben Wall for an Eternal fight against Greg Zori. And when he won that fight, he was given a medal. And I'm like looking at this thing, and I'm like, that's so awesome. I want one of those. But anyway, I eventually replaced him at another event, won the fight. They gave me a glass trophy. And like, look guys, fantastic. Like, it looks great, so as well as the decoration, but I wanted the damn medal. And so for about 3 years straight, I harassed Cam. I'm like, have you got a spare medal? And the only reason I harassed him was because the first time I asked him, he did. And he said, yeah, I do. I'll get it for you. And I had to harass him for 3 years. And then when I fought Tim Schultz, I was at the back, and the guy comes up, he gives me my packet with my gloves, my wraps, and all that stuff. And in that packet with the gloves is this. And I've worn it ever since. There's only one fight I haven't worn it for, and that was my last one, because that was shameful. And I didn't feel worthy of it.
Well, mate, you're worthy now. You're back on the right track. I'm really loving this, and I'm looking forward to what's next. What is next for Mr. Martinez?
Oh, we'll see what the cards hold, brother. Like, there's a lot of opportunities, and it all comes down to what my team decides is best moving forward, and what opportunities arise from that.
Is it the tarot cards?
I mean, we can get those involved. That might be a method, but like, you know, after my several disasters, man, like I'm willing to try anything.
Well, David Martinez, honestly, mate, I appreciate all your time and everything. And look, anything less that you want anyone to know?
Well, brother, like, it seems like you're hosting a little bit of a podcast going on here. Like,
it's kind of.
Yeah, you want to host the next hospital visit?
That's a good line. No, thank you.
Brother.
Right. I'll let you go, mate. I really do. I really just appreciate all your time. I appreciate what you do for Australian MMA. It's good to see you back.
Well, first of all, brother, can I just say I appreciate what you do for Australian MMA and how you cover all these shows, man, and keep the news and like. Brother, like, you are changing the sport of regional MMA.
You reckon?
I think so, man. I think you play a massive role in it. I just want to thank you for all your hard work for that.
Thank you. I want to thank you for not killing me when I cover bad news about you.
Brother, friggin' love you.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. David Martinez, the main event winner, and he bloody deserves it. What's next? Who knows for the great man. See you later, sir. I hope you all enjoyed Eternal MMA 90 on UFC Fight Pass, and of course, Australian MMA _ on YouTube. We'll be back tomorrow, 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time for Eternal MMA 91. We'll do another live stream. Who knows what's going to happen, but thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time.